Everybody do a nice superhero
meditating.
pose. Everybody. Danica, now.
Danica, you're such a stinker.
Do it, bruh.
Put your hands up.
Josie.
Oh, I like that one. That's cute.
Josie.
Danica,
You guys are all
you're
so
evil.
obedient. Good.
Square.
Listen to Joe.
Oh, I want to die.
I
All
didn't
right,
like
everybody
that.
shut up.
Okay,
My
okay.
turn.
Oh wait,
Yes,
my tavern
ma'am.
music. Okay. I'm
Ready
ready.
when you're ready. Good evening. My name is Joe Underwood, and you might be thinking to yourself, where is the DM with the beard? Worry not. I know that we promised you that we would be switching every single session, but alas, something funky has happened and unforetold has occurred with my scheduling. So I'm going to be DMing these two, and then it will switch back to Jesse for all you beard lovers. Hang in there. He is coming, okay? I'm joined today again by a group of Arcanian envoyists, a group of people, a part of an Arcanian envoy. I'm in a weird mood tonight, y'all. Made up of some of my very dear and close friends, of whom I would marry all of them, except for the ones that are blood related to me or are in relationships. But all the rest of them, I would. Before we get into our recap and continuing on tonight, I wanted to explain a little Mandela effect that we messed up. In our first two sessions, we said that Maverick was like 22 or something. That's a lie. He's 35. So if you were wondering why that 22-year-old is acting so strange and old and weird, shout out to any 35-year-olds out there. That's why.
Weird.
It's because he's old and weird.
My bad, guys. I said 22. That's my age. That's not his.
Last we saw our adventurers, they stayed at an inn paid for by the governor, where Cyrus did a little stakeout outside of Maverick's room, convinced that he hates Varanthians, while Bart had a sleepover by himself in their room. Senator Maverick Tashad III also had a sleepover in one capital waitress, Clementine McLaughlin, who is a deer folk divination wizard, his little friend in the capital. She borrowed some money because of the rising cost of food, and literally everyone was trying to talk to Maverick while he was busy. The next morning, Loric's eyes looked a little bit different. Cyrus and Maverick almost fought over some biscuits, and they talked to the governor. Governor Garrick has assigned them on an envoy to Terrador to investigate why they've cut off all trade, what exactly happened to his son. First, they must go to the elders in Empyria to get information to help them in their quest. We also did our first rumor phase. So I have these cool graphics that I want to show you guys because Abby and I worked hard on them, so I wanted to make sure that we got to look at them while we go over our rumors for today. So Theo does not have any rumors about her on the table currently, but here's her cute little character sheet anyways. Next, we have that Senator Maverick Tashad might be losing his touch because he has not been getting enough or any marriage proposals or anything like that. One scandal that we have on the table currently is that Loric may be the son of Governor Garrick, sent as a peace offering to Abyssalia, and that is scandal level rather than just a rumor. Princess Kiana. We have a rumor that her twin brother was killed by a one-child policy in Abyssalia, and that maybe she's not as innocent as we might have thought because of her fight at the funeral. Bartolomeo, Bart is even more famous and cool now because of his involvement in that battle. And Cyrus and Senator Tashad might be in a romantic situation, which was revealed because of a song written by Bartolomeo. Finally, the team arrived at Misthaven, which is the capital of Empyria, on the first day of the month Mistwood. The first day of the month Mistwood on the holy day, which is, we're right at the beginning of fall now, y'all. These new rumors spilled off of the boat and onto the mainland, and they met up with Joel Bramblin, Maverick's human bard advisor, who had a very intense conversation with Maverick about getting his head in the game, and we ended with walking into the Elder's room. Anyone need a nap? Okay. As you all walk into this room, where there's like a long kind of conference table, and you guys see the Empyrian elders sitting all around it. Maverick, would you describe to us what your grandfather looks like?
So, unfortunately, Maverick's grandfather looks kind of exactly like Maverick. if Maverick was a blonde twink. So his grandfather, weary, angry looking. He has all the lines that, no offense to old people, elderly people have in his face, and he is sat, arms like shoulders back, just very regal looking. He is not a man to mess with, and his face and demeanor shows that.
Yeah, for sure. As you walk in, you see, you don't see your dad right now, but you do see your grandpa sitting amongst the council of elders, and you see a various conglomeration of other old people sitting there as well. And as the doors kind of, and you guys walk in, led by Joel, you see that the like conversation kind of hushes, and your grandpa looks up and goes, well, look who's back already from the funeral. My boy looks around at like all the other counselors. Give you kind of a polite nod as your grandpa rises from the table to meet you.
Oh, grandfather! How are you?
Yeah, good. Gives you like a weak pat on the shoulder. Now, how was that funeral? How did it go?
It went well, as funerals would go. There was a bit of a scuffle that did occur, and we were attacked. We fought back bravely, but it was, yeah, it went okay.
Well, I think we ought to call a council meeting. Wouldn't you say?
Probably, grandfather. I will, and he like whispers to him. He's like, there was a shadow cloaked man there. I wasn't sure what his deal was, but he did try to raise the governor's son from the dead. So I do think that this is a council meeting topic.
Oh, necromancy, Empyrian above. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
we've got to talk about that. And you see, like,
Yes, sir.
just kind of like snaps his fingers, and everyone was already sitting like in the general area anyway. So you guys are invited to all six of you are invited to come and sit at this table, and you see that like your grandfather's like, now, Senator, who are your friends here?
Well, this is Theo, and he like pats Theo on the back. This Theo, I brought her with me as a part of an expedition. To be fair, we did think that this would just be a funeral, but she fought bravely. She did take down an enemy. Very brave.
You got
She goes
monk
to
in you, girl? You got
Yes,
monk
sir.
in you, girl?
Yes, a lot of monk in me.
I can see it. You know why? Because you got them little hand wraps.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I met some.
You know how
You
it
know-
goes.
You know, my grandson here. He went to the monk school.
All right. What?
Anyways, so and this is Princess Kiana.
Of course, bows down, kisses Kiana's hand. Your Majesty.
From Absilia, yes. This is her guard, Lorik, from also Absilia.
Abbasalia.
And then we have, yes, sir.
That's right.
Okay. And then this is Cyrus. She's the guard to Bart. Cyrus.
Who? Bart, as in Bartolomeo from BTS.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He played at the funeral. He did a fine job.
Ah. All of the women in my family love you. Why do you think that is?
Maybe they
What do
like.
you do to whisper into the hearts of women, young man?
I
Grandfather.
sing. Maybe they see a feminine side of me that they like. I don't know. I don't know much about women. I'm sorry.
Right? Anyone else?
That's Oh, and I mean Joel's here too, but you've met Joel. And
Joel, good to see you again, man. You see Joel's
yes,
like
sir.
kind of like nods awkwardly. Yeah, you have their ears. So if like, what do you say to the council? You're back. They want to hear all about the funeral, and they don't know that you need anything from them. So what do you guys say?
Yeah. Howdy, council. I'll just cut to the chase. When we went to the funeral, we got attacked. It should have been an affair where we celebrated the life of a young one taken too soon, but instead, something or someone decided that that was not what would be fit. So they attacked us at the funeral. I believe there were two rat men, this big dude, and then some weird cloak guy up at the front, and he was attempting to raise the governor's son from the dead. Unfortunately, we could not capture him. But I'm not really sure what to even do about this. This isn't normal for funerals. This isn't what should have happened. So I would like to hear your guys'. I mean, has anything like this happened before? Has anything to this scale happened before?
You say that like as you're telling this story, there are murmurs of, "Oh God, that's positively barbaric," from most of the council members. Your family is like, albeit very Empyrian through and through, except for you. Your family is kind of rough around the edges because you're so hardened by 3 generations of politics. Most of the rest of these guys are pansies. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, "Oh God, I've never heard of such things. We should just sit around and talk all day."
No.
You see that, like,
No. No.
but you see that, like, your grandfather is like, "Well, in all my years, I've never really heard of anything like that. That is terrible." And how did the governor react?
Grandfather, how do you think the governor would? He was in bits and pieces. His son was raised somewhat to lie. He came out of the coffin halfway. The only thing that stopped the Shadow Man from doing nothing to him was Lorik going up there, and then Kiana finally taking out the big guy. I mean, there's no telling how bad this could have gone. To have a
He's
funeral
also very
unarmed.
fast. He moves.
Thank you, Lord.
He moves quickly.
Ooh.
The hood person thing.
Good God, boy, you're huge. You know that?
Yes.
Jeez.
Where
are you from, anyway? Terrador?
It's probably familial, you know. I've come from a long line of big people. So I'm a big person.
I don't have any frame of reference for that.
You can see me. Look at me. Hi.
Listen. I don't know what that was. What happens now? I mean, what does this mean for Imperia? What?
Why are you asking me? What do you mean? I don't know what this means
Because
for
I
us.
value my grandson's opinion. Am I right?
Or you just don't know what to do.
No, I have an idea of what to do.
Oh, do tell. We are your brave little soldiers. We will do whatever you see fit, Council and Grandfather. So, what you think should happen, I mean, I'm not in the mood to sit around and talk and keep talking about someone almost dying or getting raised up, Grandfather. There needs to be something we can do. Because it wasn't just us at this funeral. There were civilians there too, and talk. I mean, it spreads.
So let me ask you a question. You were involved in this skirmish with those beasts. That's right? You and
Yes,
this
sir.
crew here. So I guess I haven't quite gotten all the context I need, because why do I have 2 Varanthians, 2 Abyssalians, and 2 Empyrians sitting in front of me right now? Why are you all not back in your own nations? You see what I'm saying? This gathering means something, and you need to explain what that means to me, boy.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on here. I think we may have gone on the wrong foot. I say hear him out. None of us wanted to be here either, but let's, be a little respectful, shall we?
Who are you?
It's good that you don't know. How about you keep it that way?
I wouldn't expect to know any woman that walked into my council room, would I? Especially not a Varanthian.
Grandfather! No.
What?
No.
What does that mean?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Bart?
You know what?
What does this
Bullshit.
mean?
Bullshit.
What kind of world do
Hold
we
me
live
back.
in where a man, especially a Tashad, can't say what he means? Talk to your damn dad about it. He stands up and he walks out of the room.
Wow, real piece of work, aren't you?
Your grandpa's a racist.
I know he is.
He's xenophobic or whatever. I don't know. He gives me bad vibes.
I know.
He's not popular with
generational
women. He
trauma
doesn't
in a
even know
guy.
any women. That's
He's probably a virgin.
how did it, how
That's
how
really
how are
unfortunate.
you
I'm
made?
sorry about
What
that.
happened?
He's
I don't-
never felt the touch
He
of
doesn't know
women.
women.
Not
The
too.
other council members are sitting there. Are you having this conversation about your grandfather?
Just quietly.
He's probably
I
a
just can't
virgin.
imagine. Your
So what do you
grandpa's a
guys do
virgin.
as-
That's so tough.
So what do you guys do as Maverick Senior stands up and tells you to talk to your dad instead, and he exits?
Supposed to
Fiona,
be
do you want me to go
here.
get him for you? He left while you were trying to talk to him.
Look, it's quite fine. I think we're not in a place of danger, so I'll go talk to him. Thank you.
Okay.
After following.
Wow. Okay. Great. Give me an investigation check to find him. I guess. Like, I mean, you're very small. It might take you a while to catch up with him. He might be.
But don't worry, Bud. That is investigation. Not much. 11.
11. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, you are able to find him after a few minutes. In goodness, like further into the like kind of Capitol building, you're able to find him like in an office somewhere, kind of like sitting, head in his hands at his desk.
Excuse me, senior.
God,
No, I'm sorry. Did I startle you?
I'm so sorry, princess. And he gets down and like kneels to you again, takes your hand and kisses it. Well, I'm sorry. Nobody should have let you back in here. This ain't no place for princess. How can I serve you?
It's quite all right. Trust me, I've had quite the doozy of a few weeks. You have to pardon my fellow party members. Sometimes they can butt heads a little bit, but we are needing of information of Terrador. Is he the governor had sent us, and I know with the heat of the battle, the heat of the talking of the funeral, kind of got lost track at that. But we are needing information of any information really of why Terrador shut down their trades, and if you might know of anything, being the running the high capital of Empyria.
Give me a persuasion check. What do you guys?
That is a 15.
15. Okay, 1 second. Okay. As you say that, you see that, like, at first it looks like he doesn't really want to talk about it, but then your princessly charm takes over, and he goes, all right, yeah, we can check the ledgers and see, it's not in this building, but it's in one of the libraries. We have a big collection of all the information about Terrador. I'll try to figure out where it is for you, Your Highness.
Thank you so much. And once again, I apologize for all of my party members and the ruckus. It's just been a long few weeks.
It's like they don't respect me. Like, at my heightened age, I'm 86 years old. I've been on this council. I've been in politics for 60 years, and no one seems to give a damn.
Yes, that can seem frustrating. I wouldn't know, but we only live to be about 10, so
No. And a damn lucky thing it is. All right. Sorry, that's Joe. Oh God, I'm a professional. So, Kiana, you come back out to this main room where everyone, I guess, is kind of awkwardly standing in like a lobby kind of area. Yeah, what do you say as you rejoin your group?
good news, guys. So I was able to talk to Maverick's grandfather and got some information. They haven't given me anything particular yet, but they said that they're going to check their files on Terrador and see where we can go from there.
Like that ray of sunshine could be any help, but thanks for your valiant effort.
Oh, of course, no problem.
How's Maverick feeling right now?
Maverick is thoroughly embarrassed because his grandfather did the women thing in a room full of people, and the women around him. And so he's just kind of stood there staring at the ground, and he turns to Cyrus and he goes, "I'm so sorry. I'm not going to make any excuses for whatever he has going on. Shouldn't have talked to you that way. It was rude."
Yeah, I don't need you talking to me right now. You just stand over there. I need a second.
I'm standing. All right.
Stand farther.
He walks to the other side of Theo and just stands there.
What's Lorik and Bart feeling after this fun encounter?
Is that why
Bart
he asked you if
is-
you knew how to talk to women?
Say that again, Lorik.
Did he want tips from you?
He must have. I don't
I
have
think the
much
women that
experience
like
talking
you
to
are too
women
young to
myself,
for it.
but I guess Oh, he was such a virgin. Jesus.
They like to scream when you walk around. I find that funny.
Bart, he can't be a
Yeah.
virgin. He has a son, which is my
But-
which is my dad.
You never know.
I'm not
I don't know,
adopted.
the vibe is very virgin.
He said
I'm sorry
he
to
didn't
found
know
out
any
like this.
women.
Do you have
That
any
is
great
true. He doesn't know a single woman. That's what the Virgin would say.
Do you have any uncles? Great uncles?
Do you only have uncles?
Do you only have uncles like how I only have dads?
I don't need. Okay. I don't need to talk about my family right now. he sucks. I get it. He acts like a virgin. Look, he said we should go talk to my father. So I don't know if
Your dad will know if he's a virgin.
yes,
Is
he
your dad
will.
Here?
I don't understand this. Hold up.
Is your mom
Like,
here?
are we gonna have to go to another? I don't think a mom matters right now.
Briefly, Kiana, how
Are
are
you
you
sure?
feeling after this encounter with Maverick Senior?
Kiana feels pretty good. As a person of court, she feels like that she handled that pretty well, and yeah, she's just kind of oblivious to all the other arguments going around because she's like, I did something good.
To be fair, Kiana really gives off like one of the good women energy that like sexist men really love. So it works out, honestly. Incredible. So your dad is probably in the building somewhere if you wanted to go find him, or Senior did tell Kiana that he was going to figure out about that ledger, so you could wait for that.
Maverick would rather wait for that. He doesn't want to see his dad.
Okay. Unless anyone challenges him. Incredible. You see that after a few minutes, like a page comes out and says, "Right, well, I got the sort of information that Maverick Tashad Senior had sort of requested. The only issues that are ledgers that sort of detail where we send all of our information out to. I looked down to the entry where we had talked about where we sent the Terradorian collection, and it appears that it's been damaged by a burst pipe of water. So I'm not quite sure where it was sent, but I know that it was just sent off semi-recently, and if I had to sort of take a guess, I would say to check one of the bigger libraries first, but I'm really not sure."
How are we the nation of knowledge, but we mishandled knowledge?
Paper is one of the best inventions in all of the lands, except it is not waterproof.
No shit. Clearly.
Oh God! How dare you use this barbaric tongue in a court?
And it was it was a pipe that burst, so it was maybe sewage. So oh shit.
So we
I
have
don't
pipes.
understand your quip.
We have
I can tell from quipping.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, please don't. You might explode your brain with knowledge. All right. Thank you.
Well, I am an endless sponge. He walks out.
Truly insufferable. What was his name?
His name was Quinbert.
What?
Oh, I'm writing his name down.
Quinbert.
Quinbert.
Quinbert Chimberly was his name.
Kimberly.
Did they name a bird? Like, I don't know. Okay. Maverick takes that information. So, to recap, he said that we have to check another library now to get the information because a pipe burst.
Yes, he recommended that, like, what made the most sense to him would be that it would be at one of the biggest libraries, but they don't have a record at the moment of which library it was sent to.
All right. Maverick turns to the rest of the group and goes, so, Quinbert, because I recognize him, little shithead, said that the records got damaged, so our best course of action seems to be looking into one of the biggest libraries. Is that something y'all want to do, or do we need to go and talk to someone else?
Do we know where these libraries are at?
If you live in Empyria,
Yeah.
if you live in Empyria, give me a history check with advantage. If you're not, you can give me one with disadvantage. Or you don't have to roll if you're not from Empyria. But...
So that was an at 20, so...
Same.
I almost don't need to make one. That
Doesn't
won't.
matter what the rest of you got. Theo, you as soon as Quimbert says the biggest library, you've been in school in Empyria for 47 years. You know what the biggest library is. It's the one nearest to your school at the foot of the mountain. You know exactly what they're talking about. It's the biggest library. It has the most expansive collection of any book you could possibly want. One of your moms works there. This is the bit, you feel very certain.
This is hometown territory.
This is the hometown McDonald's of libraries.
Oh yeah. Guys, I know exactly where we're going. Someone call a horse cab.
I can get Joel to. I assume Joel was there for all of this.
Yes, he's been standing here very silently the whole time.
What's a library?
So it's like a lot of books in one place.
Oh, I'm not
But
interested.
no one owns them, and you can just go in and look at them.
What's
I
a
already
book?
don't care.
Okay, that's cool.
Have you ever read a book, Theo?
Yes. I've been in school for years.
A little bit of a patronizing question. My God.
My mom works at the biggest library.
Oh, your mom's there?
Yes, one of them.
Oh, right.
The question of which one it is a good question that I will ask Theo remember.
As I check my book of knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, which one, Theo?
Definitely
Which
not the biggest
mom?
one.
My mom, whose name is Adelaide.
Adelaide.
Mama Adelaide.
Mama Adelaide.
I need to
Well,
take notes.
I guess we're gonna go see Theo's mom at work, so come on, guys. Joel, can you?
Richard.
Yes.
Yeah, how long?
How long of a trip?
Yeah.
If we get a carriage, I don't know, a couple hours.
Alright.
Senator, would you like me to get a caravan?
Yes, please.
Sure. And he goes off ends up getting you guys kind of like it's two carriages connected by like a joint or whatever. So that like three of you, or there'll be more people with you, Joel as well, but whatever, you guys get the point. You can split up in half and half. As he sends somebody off to do that, I'll let you guys do whatever you want as we're waiting for the carriage to arrive in just a second, but Joel does pull Maverick aside quickly, and not like away from the group, everybody can hear this, but he's just kind of like, my letter about the kind of skirmishes that have been going on up in the north, I wanted to go over that with you quickly because you missed a good bit when we were gone. So while we're waiting, actually, since everyone's kind of here for safety's purposes, might be best if everyone hears this. And so like he kind of gathers you all around. So essentially we have Joel explains to you, I'm not going to say this in Joel's voice, I'm going to say this in Joe's voice. Feel free to take notes on this if you want to. But he goes through and explains what's going on right now. Empyrians probably have a little bit of background knowledge about this because this is a age-old kind of conflict. But he explains that essentially the paladins and the clerics have been fighting again. They are constantly fighting over whether magic or martial skills is the like supreme way to worship the Empyrian. And so like this is the paladins of the Eternal Sun versus the clerics of the Whispering Storm. Those are the two sects that kind of are fighting all the time. The paladins believe that when done nobly and kind of in a knightly way, martial prowess is the best way to worship the Empyrian, whereas the clerics think that manipulating the power of the Empyrian itself is the best way to worship the Empyrian. And they essentially think that when the Empyrian awakens one day, whoever is right will be chosen as the Empyrean's army, and everyone else will be destroyed. So they think they need to figure this out before the Empyrean were to wake up for some reason. They heard a prophecy about that exact thing of like, one of you will be it. The paladins think it's them, the clerics think it's them. And in the present era, it goes in phases. Like, they had been peaceful for a good bit of time, but most recently, they have been fighting because both were caught trying to recruit the monks to join their side to get bigger numbers against the other. So Theo, your order of the monks, you're of course the order of the Empyrean, but your kind of group of people are called the Tranquil Lotus monks. And so the paladins are like, hey, you guys fight, come join us. The clerics are like, hey, you guys use ki, that's kind of like magic, come join us. So that's what they've been arguing over most recently, is who should have the access to the monks and who should have the monks join them. Any questions about that or anything you guys would like me to repeat before we move on? But Joel explains all of that to you quickly while we're waiting for a carriage to arrive.
I have a
Okay,
goofy
thank you.
question.
Yeah.
So, like, they're fighting over, like, my sect of, like, monks.
Yeah.
Did they come to the monk academy like recruiters?
Pretty much like Army versus Navy recruiters. Yeah. They had like
Absolutely amazing.
set up at different days. It's kind of this is the level for most of the time that you've known it to be, Theo. This has been at the level of conflict of like two denominations of a religion not agreeing on something small. It's only recently gotten to be where like, okay, violence is happening and that's not good.
Yeah. Imagining the
but-
paladins setting up a pull-up bar.
Does have any of the groups tried to get into Maverick's like political sphere, like trying to get him to be like, I'm pro this, I'm pro that?
No, not as far as you've been elected,
Okay.
and you haven't heard that from any of your like brother, dad, or grandfather.
Okay.
From their So, it seems like they're widely interested in being separated. Like, they're not interested in like a political party backing them because they think that this is a divine kind of thing. That political power wouldn't help them because it's the monks or no one. They don't need civilians to join them. Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody else have any questions about that before the carriage arrives? Cool.
No, but that was sick.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Jesse actually wrote it, so cheer for him.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of every recruiter in high school that I've passed by at their table.
Hey guy.
hated
Hey
them.
kid. Hey kid.
Hey,
If we did have a sending stone, Theo would be getting messages nonstop, being like, "Hey, this is a recruiter from the Paladins of the Eternal Sun. We're just checking in with you, and we'd love it to make a connection. And here's my phone number. Here's my social security number. Call me whenever.
Do you have asthma? We can get a waiver for that. Don't
Do
worry.
you want to go to college? We'll pay for it."
We'll pay for it.
So as you guys, this kind of double jointed caravan pulls up, you guys get in. Is there anything else anyone needs to do before we start on this journey up towards this library?
Maverick just tries to get on the carriage before Cyrus does.
Okay.
Cyrus is not paying.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, Cyrus is not paying attention to Maverick at all. Like, doesn't care because she's busy like scanning around. Like, does she have to see if there's like somebody like a distance away, just kind of watching us or something? Do vibe check.
Sure, yeah. Do you want to look and see what you see and hear, or do you want to give a vibe check? Or you can do both.
Both, if I'm allowed.
Yeah, give me a perception check, then an insight check.
Roll for vibe.
Roll for vibe. Okay, perception is going first. Okay, well that's only a 15
Okay,
That's
for
pretty good.
perception.
for
Yeah, not bad.
perception.
Is
And
there
then-
anything in particular you're looking for? You said if someone was watching you.
Yeah, like if we just see someone just kind of standing offish to the side, just trying to kind of like hide a bit, see if they're just kind of watching us from afar.
On a 15, you don't notice anybody who seems to be watching you, but you can see like clearly there's people moving all over the place, and like you can even see people in the distance like moving through the woods and that kind of thing. But it doesn't seem like anyone who's actively trying to like watch or engage with you or your group.
Well, can she do that vibe check now? Wait,
Yeah, vibe
Yeah.
check.
alright. She's gonna do this on, I'm assuming someone's driving the vehicle, right? Or not vehicle,
Yeah,
but you
there's
know.
there's a carriage driver.
Good
Oh,
one.
Joe.
Okay, I know. And it was perception, and what was the second one?
Insight.
Insight. 17 plus 1.
Ooh.
18.
18. So an insight on your carriage driver.
Yes.
Your carriage driver seems like a run-of-the-mill kind of like, to you, a real pansy of a dude. Like, you're like, man, like this guy would never survive in Varan kind of thing. He's just here to do his job. And what he's best at is driving carriages. Doesn't seem
Okay.
like any kind of married to you. Yeah, good.
Okay, well,
Thank-
sounds good. Yeah, so she was just being paranoid for no reason, so she just climbs into the carriage and makes an effort to push Maverick over a little bit on her way in, and then sits down.
Awesome. What's the split up here, out of curiosity? Yeah, Lorik, what's up?
How tall is the carriage?
Uncovered, so you're good.
Okay, cool.
Not a covered top. There is an option for a covered top, but at the moment, not possible.
Not enough.
Yeah.
For
They
one
look at
side.
Lorik and they're like,
No, but like even if it was, this is a grand like kind of governmental thing. So even with the roof on, it would be tall enough for you.
Nice.
Just sit down. Let's not be crazy.
I
Cool.
think because of Maverick's guilt for the rumor he spread last session, he would actually sit with Kiana in whatever carriage she went into, because he feels really bad.
Yeah. So would Lorik be joining Kiana, or would he sit in the other carriage?
Always with Kiana, because he doesn't understand where we're going ever or what's happening.
Ever.
But he's there to keep her safe.
And then Theo, would you be sitting near Maverick on purpose, or would you hang out like with Bart and Cyrus?
I think probably Theo's probably thinking even split. It's gonna be weird if we leave Cyrus, who's just gotten very offended by a sexist racist man, and also she's probably just like, I'm home. I don't care.
Yeah.
I do, before we go, I want to send a carrier pigeon to my mom at the library, because I have a feeling this situation of like princess senator coming in from a mission for the governor, she's gonna want to know that we're coming for the library.
A member of
and, like,
BTS.
and a member of
member of
BTS. I'll be like, hey, just got to Empyria. I don't, because last time they sent like, are you gonna be home for break or whatever? It's like, I think I'm gonna. What?
Breaks in 2 days.
Yeah, I'll be like, I think I'll probably be traveling for break, but I'm coming home literally right now. We're on a mission from the governor. Wait, no, I don't want to write that. What if someone takes it? Never mind. I scratched that out.
Okay.
I'm with a group of important people, and we're looking for, what is it, like a ledger about Terrador?
Yeah.
Something like, I'll write about that. So just a heads up, I'll be home soon. Sort of? Question mark? Send.
Cool. Bird flies off ahead of you.
Yeah.
Excellent. So then we have Varanth and Theo and Joel, I guess, sitting in the back
Yeah,
carriage,
Joel.
unless you would force Joel to sit with you, Maverick, with Maverick, Kiana, Lorik in the front. Where would you
Joel's
have
doing
Joel?
damage control?
I think Maverick is nervous about Joel sitting with like near him and a princess because he feels like Joel's gonna be like, you need to act like this. Blah, blah, blah. So he just tells Joel like, can you just go sit with Theo? I don't want her to be alone.
Of course.
Thank you.
Like kind of like in a way of looking like he's gonna just give you a friendly pat on the shoulder. He kind of leans in. He's like, "You gonna be good in that front carriage with Princess?"
I mean, she doesn't know yet, right? There's no way she would know. Who would tell her? I'll be fine. I'll behave.
All right, be good. He goes and sits in the back of the carriage. Ed, Kiana, sorry.
They're good. Would this carriage also be able to fit a barrel with us?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kiana walks over to Maverick and like tugs at the pant leg. Maverick?
Oh, holy shit. Yes, kiddo, what's up? Princess, sorry, what's up?
I'm just wondering, Lorik, he carries so much all the time, and, I just don't want to strain his back. That barrel over there, could you, fill it up with water, possibly, and put it on the carriage for me?
Yeah, I can do that. That'll be easy. That's fine. I'll do that. And he goes to do that.
It'll be easy.
I already know I'm gonna have to make a strength check.
Yeah, make a strength check to carry this water back. Unless you want to ask Theo to help you.
No. God.
Theo's
Danica,
preoccupied. Me and Bart are playing concentration.
Danica
Lord does,
wants
however, have his
to.
head out the window, just watching.
Danica
Yeah.
wants to, but Maverick doesn't.
No. What is it?
Hold on.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 1, but I'm gonna add my 5, so I gotta
Oh,
sit.
you don't add anything to a nat 1, baby.
Girl, your
No.
wrists are broken.
You break the barrel.
Insta fail.
You break not only the barrel, but the well pump that you're trying to get it from. It like snaps off in your hand. You're like, and yeah, the barrel like falls apart because you drop it on the ground.
How you doing over there, pretty boy? You need some assistance?
It's fucking broken, unless you got another one.
Is there another empty barrel next to that?
Yes, is there another empty one? Can I try again?
Give me an investigation check to find another barrel.
Shit.
Someone can help him if they're also looking.
I'm looking. I'm watching out that window. Lorik is
Okay.
interested.
Or
Okay.
looking.
I got a 19. I got a 19.
That is
I did
plenty
not
to
see.
find a barrel.
Can Cyrus, also roll, and if she finds one, race over to it and try to fill it up before he can to just show that she's not going to break it?
Yeah, both of you give me dex checks to try to run to it first.
Oh, fuck.
21.
I got a 9. Okay, hear me out. Maverick's
Palms.
Maverick's like a 260-pound man. You want him to run?
I'm so sorry. I heard, what did Josie get? I mean, what did Cyrus get?
21. She just flies past him.
Incredible. Yeah, Cyrus gets there first. As you arrive at the barrel, you notice that was empty. Now it is full of water, and no one had touched it.
So Cyrus dumps it out to fill it up again. She's showing who's boss.
Maverick is face down on the ground. Maverick like got so out of breath as he was running that his 9, he just like, fuck, oh my gosh, if I'm period.
Cyrus, as soon as you pour it out, put it back up, you feel a faint. It fills back up again.
Cyrus backs up and says, I'm not experienced in all this magic hobo jumbo stuff.
Is the barrel okay?
Maverick sees her.
I don't know, is the barrel okay?
Maverick sees her stop and goes, stupid! And he gets back up and like, cause in his mind he's like, oh, magic barrel. That's fine. That's cool. I don't care what the barrel does. I just know that I gotta win. And so he like sprints towards the barrel and like grabs it from her and just is like holding it, just like, yeah. Scared of a magic barrel? I bet you are.
Yeah, so you try and carry it back.
Anyone who's watching this happen can give me investigation, arcana, like whatever you want to do to see what's going on with this barrel.
I would like to investigate.
Just holding a barrel.
I got a 6.
Cyrus like.
I got 15.
15. Cool. Did anyone get higher than a 15?
I can roll. That's fine. I'll roll.
Yeah, go ahead. Cyrus.
7.
Cool. Kiana, you are a spellcaster. You do realize that this is magical somehow. But it doesn't seem like the barrel itself is magical. It seems like something was done to the barrel, if that makes sense.
So it's a barrel that is always full of water.
What? What do you mean?
We empty the barrel, water comes out, and water just reappears. It's perhaps an enchanted barrel?
Just in the street?
Do we have unlimited water now?
Is it
I would
safe
like
to
unlimited
drink?
water. I was hoping that it would be full when they got there.
Yeah.
Hey, I volunteer we have Mav test it out. Just saying.
That's fine. It's water.
So you guys move this barrel of water onto the carriage for Kiana. Incredible.
Dumps him immediately. And just sits in the barrel.
Oh,
Well, bath.
that's so cute. Maverick isn't mad anymore.
It's her travel barrel.
Travel barrel.
I forgot to tell everyone I must soak for at least 1 hour or my skin dries out.
That's fair.
That is horrifying, but also kind of adorable. So, alright, I'm gonna sit down for a little while.
As you guys start riding, you see that as Lorik is, of course, looking out the window, people are freaking. Like, just the peasants that are kind of walking down the side, carrying, like, buckets of water or, like, laundry or whatever's going on, as you guys trundle down this road, loudly whispering without shame, that's the governor's son. His eldest son who went missing. Now he's being sent back home. Like, all this whispers, people are certain that Lorik is the governor's son. And you hear somebody, like, you can hear someone chanting, my God, he looks just like him. And, like, all of these different things of, like, this scandal has reached even the commoners in this moment. We're going to enter a little bit of an epistolary if anyone has any letters they'd like to send. Theo and Bart both had letter, which Theo has responded to it. But Bart, you did have that letter from your dad's that you never responded to. If you want to, but you certainly don't have to.
Yeah, I'll respond.
Cool.
Did I not respond? I thought I responded. I don't know what the letter was. I'll
They
be
answered
honest.
you back. You said that you did the musical and you're traveling all around. And you they answered back and was like, hell yeah, like feel the music, send us a postcard, like have a great time.
Oh. Okay, I'll send a postcard. I'll send them some lyrics I'm working on. About
Yeah.
this virgin old man and his family full of uncles.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
got a taste for it?
Just some workshopping on it, you know.
You got a taste for us? Like what's an example of one of the lyrics?
Oh, see, Devin doesn't have any single skill in musical anything. So, let's just pretend it's good.
Okay.
Whack old man.
Whack old man. Doesn't know what a woman looks like. I don't know. Dainty wrist, probably. Incel.
Okay. Yeah, we're workshopping
That's a
it.
bar.
That's okay. Workshopping it. Kiana, you get a as you guys drive near like one of the streams in Abyssalia, you see that like a flying fish like out of the water and drops a letter like ting into the carriage onto your lap as a carrier fish arrives for you. And you can see it's sealed by the seal of Daddy.
Ooh, a letter. Opens it up.
A letter. Written in your father's hand. You see that it essentially is saying, Kiana, I've been hearing of all of the great things you've been doing while attending this funeral, and Governor Garrick got in contact with me regarding you attending this envoy. Be very careful. You know you have to be very careful. If anything were to happen to the Princess of Abyssalia, we would not have a Grung Elder, and that would be very bad. I don't need to explain this to you further. Also, there has been a bit too much whispering for my liking regarding you and Lorik. You must create distance there. You cannot be seen being picked up by a behemoth beast in front of you cannot be seen being picked up by a behemoth in front of all of these respectful people of court. I love you. Be safe. Return back to home soon, Daddy.
Oh, Lorik. Would you like some practice in your writing skills?
I would love some. Hi, yes.
She hands Lorik blank piece of paper and like the little ink pot, and just imagine
You know,
kicking back in the barrel and just like, all right.
Maverick, your dad needs this kind of paper. It's it can be carried by a fish, and it doesn't get broken with the water.
It's like thick, like nearly translucent, but it's like seaweed material. Very thick.
Thank you for teaching me how to write. What do I do?
Right as I say. Daddy, I appreciate your concern.
Appreciate.
Which hand do I use?
Well, you know your left, so if you would...
I can use that one. I'll use that one. Oh, okay. What language are we doing this in? What language are we speaking?
What do you know how to write?
Can I do a check to see what I know how to write?
Yeah, give me an intelligence check.
Okay. 7.
Interesting. You know that you're speaking this language currently, so common, I guess.
Okay. I'm gonna do this language.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Daddy, I appreciate your concern. And I assure you, I be very careful. I am in great hands with not only Lorik, but multiple travel heroes who have rendered their aid to my support. And don't worry about Lorik, he was just trying to help me see. things that I could not. Love, Kiana Hold, Princess of Abyssinia.
Maverick is sitting
Can I
there
draw a heart?
listening to you guys do this.
Full title for the father.
Maverick, do
Yeah.
you say anything as you're watching them transcribe this letter?
No, I mind my fucking business. I'm like, I don't want anything to do with.
For once.
For what? No, literally, I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm afraid. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Saying anything. So he just is sitting there. He's watching, and he's taking everything in. Especially the fact that Lork was like, "What language do I write this in?" And Maverick kind of went.
Yeah.
Lorik, one more thing.
Yes.
P.S.
Okay.
There are some rumors of people talking about a one-child rule, and it's making me quite upset. I don't know who would go and say these rumors, but it just really disturbs me that they could be talking about my brother. Do what you must with those rumors, Daddy. That is all, Lorik.
Yeah, I'm sorry about what you were sad about. But that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It got easier towards the end, and he shows you, and it's like big childlike letters at first, especially when it's Lorik, and then it gets into like normal print, and then nice uniform, and then by the end, by the PS, it's in cursive. I like it. How do I give it to the fish?
That's a good question. I've never used a fish. This is a freshwater fish.
I grab it.
I assume just tie the letter to it and throw it back in the water?
Okay. I only have Maverick. Hold this. I only have two hands. And then a bow right around it, and then one bow doesn't look like enough, so I go around the fins. But then that doesn't look like enough, so I make like a whole harness carrier thing, and by the end, it's just like wrapped fully within the letter.
It's okay.
It's like you're gonna kill this bit.
I'm just going around you the whole time, like I'm trying to get over you and under you to get all the little angles, and then I take the fish as soon as I'm done with it, and I throw it out the window, because that's what I saw Theo do.
Hits a rock.
Yeah. Yeah, and then for our, unless you guys have letters you want to send, our final epistolary phrase, you say that like we're about an hour-ish into the journey, and Joel like steps from the back carriage into the front one. He goes, "Oh, by the way, I picked up your mail while you were gone. I just remembered it because I was digging through my bag and found it. The letter from Clem."
Oh. Thank you. Nee takes it and opens it up and reads it.
It's a very
quietly.
nice, like, basic thank you for the money that you gave her. Just like a very thank you so much. It helped me out. Hope to see you soon. Like nothing crazy or scandalous.
Okay.
But you do see James like, should I ask? Or
Did you read the letter?
no, I just saw that it was addressed from her.
I mean, no, it's just us. We talk all the time.
I guess I was more
catching
wondering
up.
why. I was more wondering why she mailed it to your house rather than carrier pigeon, where it would like kind of catch you wherever. But maybe you don't know that either. So he starts to walk back into the other carriage.
Maverick grabs Joel and like leans down to his ear and he goes, can you just write back for me real quick, as I'm in the company of a princess and don't really want to take my time writing letters? That I will be home soon, and I will get back to her, and we might meet up at some point.
Yeah, I can write that for you. And he goes back into the other carriage.
Thank you. Maverick walks back into his carriage with it. Yeah.
Any other letters that anyone wants to write? Cool. Bart, the fans are ridiculous. It is truly, like, there's already kind of a hubbub going on because of the scandal regarding Lorik. But like you noticed it from getting from the Capitol into the carriage, and like every time you guys stop to like take a rest or whatever, like it's just annoying how much, because Empyria is one of your Varanth and Empyria are your highest grossing area of fans, and with this funeral business and all the murals they painted of you, like it's just so much constantly. Every little town you stop in, which isn't a lot, it's not that long of a journey, but like every time you guys do stop, it's, oh my god, is that Bartolomeo from BTS? Oh my gosh, can you sign my corset? Like just constantly, truly. What is Bart feeling about all this?
Bart's tired. Like all he's doing is just breathing, and then women are just screaming in his ear. Like, it's just like, he has very sensitive hearing, so it's like, you know? And like, you know, signing corsets and shit, they're just like sticking their boobs in his face, and he's like, whoa, I don't know. It's a lot, okay? He's a little tired of it. He just wants to like walk around without the fear of being assaulted.
You know, and that's Empyria, so, incredible. Cyrus, you're working overtime to keep these people off of, like, away from the carriage. Don't stop him. He's leave him alone. It's just constant.
Yeah, she's not happy about it. She's definitely ended up smashing some fingers as they're trying to grab into the carriage. She's just whacking him away. Stay back, I say.
Oh yeah, true.
That's not what she says. I was saying that. Sorry.
The women back with a stick. Back, I say.
On your way there, Theo, you know that the road you're heading up to, in order to get to the library that you guys are heading to, you will be passing the school. And you do have that letter to give to Principal Vondel, if you wanted to say anything to the group.
I think I do want to go. I think, what, is it like a 15-minute pit stop?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Bart, let's find you like a cloak or a scarf or something. There's a lot of teen girls at school. Unless you want to stay in the carriage. I feel like that might even be a worse idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a disguise. I don't.
Yeah, let's give you a.
It is past school hours, so
Makeover!
the only place that teens are currently is the dorms. You would know that, Theo.
I don't trust them.
True. We're at like dinner time or a little after at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you say to the adults in the front carriage then? Or to Joel sitting with you, whatever.
Yeah. I think I'd like to stop by the school, the academy, so I can drop off my letter from the governor. You all are welcome to come when I go in. If you do, don't say anything until I'm done.
As much as I would love.
You'll probably know.
Okay. Does anyone resist Theo at all, or we're going there?
Not
Cyrus
everyone
doesn't care. She's gonna follow because Bart's going. She's like, I don't care what you're gonna do. I I just don't want to have to run in there seeing Bart fleeing the building screaming about little girls, so I'm just going to follow to prevent the whole mess.
They should all be eating or
You
doing
said
their own
should,
thing.
though.
I know
Yeah.
should. I know I didn't also, but yeah. So just
Anyone not going in?
Does our carriage know that we're stopped too, or like are we all just kind of?
Did you tell everyone?
I'd say probably because she would have probably wanted to tell Maverick. I'd say if anyone specifically, she also wants Maverick to be in the room. I think out of everyone, the most important people in the room would be for them to be there. It would be Maverick and Joel. Everyone else is welcome to come, and she would, I don't know about encourage it, but she's not gonna be like, don't come, it's business. She will be like, if you want to come, absolutely come, but you don't have to.
Sure.
I would love to come.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is
Maverick's
anyone
gonna. Yeah.
And she
Okay,
says the
and
same
so-
thing to Maverick. I'm gonna say, I'm not going to do anything bad, but I need you to be quiet for a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
I trust you.
Okay.
Excellent. So everyone's going in then. We're not quite there yet. So as we're pulling up to the final few minutes, specifically the front carriage with Kiana, Maverick, and Lorik, do you guys say anything else to each other after that whole letter business?
Just kind of chilling in my
Okay.
barrel.
Just chilling in my barrel. You guys arrive at the school. Now we can talk about what is the plan for Bart's. Are you going to use disguise self? All you have to do is check off your spell slot and say that you do it, and it's done.
Okay. Is it called something dumb? Thaumaturgy?
Read out what spells you have.
Thaumaturgy. Message. Mage Hand. Dissonant Whispers. Healing Word. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Thunderwave. I'm not using any of this.
How? You
No
don't?
disguise self. That's
Well, you do have a
crazy.
disguise kit, though, so that's okay. So tell us what disguise you put on.
I don't know.
Put on like a monk uniform.
I just put monkey uniform with me?
Yeah, whatever you want to dress
Okay.
up as.
Sure, I'll be a monk.
So Bard puts on this, Bard. Bard.
Bard.
Bard puts on this monk uniform, and you guys start to head in. Everyone give me a perception check as you're walking in. Except Lorik, you don't have to. Can if you want, I guess, but you're a bit tall.
Theo is
Just tell me
supposed
if
to be
you get a
really
bonus
good
roll.
at seeing, and I've failed every single perception check. I have an 8.
What'd you get?
I also
Oh.
ate.
I have a 7.
God.
Wait,
Not great.
but I'm dumb. I'm so stupid.
Lorik got
Got
a
it?
15 though.
I can do math.
Stay. So even I would say who got an 8? Someone got an 8. I think Kiana and Theo. The rest of you kind of just aren't really paying attention as you're heading into the school. But Kiana and Theo, you notice, okay, there's Bart in the monk uniform. There's Maverick, Cyrus, Kiana and me, or me and Kiana. Lorik, nowhere to be found. And there's Bart. Again. Bart in a monk uniform. Cyrus, Maverick. Kiana, Theo. Bart.
Why are there
Bart
2 Barts?
Lorik gone. Not here.
He's Bart now.
One Bart in a monk costume. One Bart dressed normally.
2 Barts.
Maverick and Cyrus, you do not notice this. Bart, you do not notice this. And you walk.
Kiana.
Yes.
2 Barts.
Yes, and Lorik's gone too. They were just.
Why are we whispering?
You see that the Bart dressed normally says that.
Lorik, why are you Bart right now?
I'm not Bart. I'm Lord. I'm me.
Are we by a window?
Of the school?
Yeah.
Not in close proximity. Why?
I want him to look in the reflection of the window and see that he's Bart.
You guys, once you're inside, you know that there's like mirrors on the inside and that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Okay.
You guys keep heading in.
Yeah.
I think everyone at this point does notice that there are two Barts. One of them is speaking with Lorik's voice.
What the fuck? Hold on.
I'm just like you.
Like I said,
You're just like me.
my magic humbo bumbo stuff. I told you guys. You didn't believe me.
The eye line for this Bart is like a foot lower than your face, whoever he's talking to.
Lorik,
Just like,
why are you Bart? We were hiding Bart.
you keep saying that. I don't know what you mean.
Lorik,
Lorik, you
look in the mirror.
Lorik,
you
you
look
look
like
like Bart.
We are the same. Brother. I'm just like you. You're just like me.
Wait, I feel like this defeats the purpose of your disguise.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
But it's not
Yes.
me, so I don't give a fuck.
I mean, worst
Ooh,
case.
people will like me now. People will like
That
me.
is true.
Did people not like you before?
We like you, Lorik.
I like you.
You're cool.
I'm okay with you.
As you all walk into the school, perception check again.
16.
There we go.
16.
You got a 13, man.
8.
18.
Okay.
Her danger
Yorick-
senses. Her danger senses.
Mm-hmm.
Auric is distracted by the fact that he's Bart. Everyone else, the school is empty. Not, it's the end of the day, everyone's in their dorms. The school is not only empty, it is clearly something's happened here. Like, some of the mirrors in the hallway have been shattered. The curtains are torn down from the walls. The banners are like have slashes in them, or like there's heavy tread up and down the hallway, like no one's been cleaning it. People are gone, but people have been here recently.
Shit.
This place is a dump.
It doesn't normally look. No. Break's supposed to be in 2 days. And we usually have people who clean up when people break things.
Are they on strike?
I don't know. How close are the dorms?
Across the building.
I want to go towards the dorms. I'm running. I'm not waiting for them.
Maverick
You run
takes off after her.
Okay. Maverick and Theo head off towards the dorms. Is everyone else just kind of looking around, seeing what's going on?
Cyrus kind of walks closer to real Bart and just kind of stands kind of nearby.
Lork goes to run with them and then realizes that Kiana is not moving and then kind of falls back over towards her.
Everyone give me investigation checks.
15.
14.
23.
See two.
Cyrus had a very impressive 3.
Great.
Yeah. A strong
Um,
3.
Lorik and Cyrus, who rolled our lowest. You guys pass a like mostly not broken mirror at the same time, and you both pause as you catch your reflection, because it's maybe been never since Lorik's seen his own reflection, but it's been at least a while for Cyrus as well, just because you probably don't have a mirror in your house and you've been traveling, and so it might have been a while since you've seen yourself as well. Start with Cyrus. Immediately, the first thing you notice is how defined and aggravated the scar over your eye is. Where does Cyrus's mind go as she sees that?
I'm thinking flashback, like it's in her head, like boom. Okay. Yeah.
Danica, dance.
So as she passes by the mirror, she doesn't own a mirror. Joe's correct. So looking at it, she is kind of shocked whenever she realizes her scar. She doesn't like looking in the mirror. It reminds her of a lot of things in her past that she wishes to not remember. And so, and sometimes it just bothers her. It itches and it brings back these memories. But seeing her reflection brings her back to the past. So she just kind of has a flashback. This is her inner dialogue. I didn't always have this scar. I mean, every scar has a story, but this one is different than all the rest. I got it from someone that is special to me. Well, was. His name was Kai, my cousin. He was the only one there for me for as long as I can remember, but one day we got into an argument. I never really remember what that was looking back on it, but I couldn't let it go. I mean, typical Cyrus fashion, am I right? We were doing our usual training session when we were practicing with real weapons this time. In my rage, I became distracted, rushing in right as Kai was swinging his weapon, and he accidentally slashed me right in the face. I will never forget the day. He just looked so guilty, and he just wasn't the same. We weren't the same after that, and it's my only regret. And then Cyrus just kind of brought back to herself. Her hand is up on her scar, and she takes her hand off of her face and just kind of squeezes her eyes shut.
Absolutely.
Are you okay? Does your head hurt?
Yeah, just, just itches sometimes. Let's get moving, shall we?
Okay.
Lorik, before you follow Cyrus, you've seen your reflection one other time, and that was, before a moment ago when you saw yourself as Bart. You've seen your real reflection one other time, and that was in the reflection of the water in Abyssalia as you came to moment, like minutes after coming to your first memory. You, without really knowing why, you meld out of Bart and back into what you normally look like. Grow another foot, your shoulders widen, your horns grow back taller. But it doesn't look quite how it did when you saw yourself in the reflection of the Abyssalian waves. And in fact, you notice you're not an exact copy of a person you've seen before, but a striking similarity to him, where you can see features of Governor Garrick Arcanum in your face. You notice that though you're not mirroring him exactly like you did with Bart, but you have his eyes, you have his face shape, you have the color of his muzzle, and it just looks... You realize everyone's been saying about you. Start to see it. Start to really see it. You look a lot like your dad, Eric Arcanum. And you notice that people have talked before about how sometimes your eyes are blue or green, sometimes they're purple. What color do you think they would be at this moment?
I think at this moment they are bright blue. Like
That's what I was thinking.
piercing like a cloudless sky. Just sharp.
Exactly.
There's a big smile. It gets bigger as he's moving around and just testing and looking for longer. And Lorik's very excited, emotionally moved outside of himself slightly, seeing the pain on Cyrus. So he leaves that moment and follows off.
Excellent. For our other people who rolled much better on their investigation checks, Empyrians, the dorms are empty. They are abandoned. They are in a similar state of disrepair as everywhere else. Bart, in particular, you rolled incredibly high, but you and Kiana, start rifling through like drawers and bookshelves and that kind of thing to see what you can find, if you can glean like who was here, why did everyone leave at once. And you see, both of you were listening to Joel's speech earlier. There is stacks of paladin paraphernalia on Principal Vondel's desk, which you guys don't know who Principal Vondel is, but what is clearly labeled as the principal's office, just stacks and stacks of paladin like propaganda, where clearly like part of it has been taken. Like there is empty box where some have already been taken, and this is the remaining stack. It's one of the few things that's not knocked over and in disarray. You notice something else. If you guys are both in this principal's office, you guys also notice something else sitting there. I don't know that either one of you would have too much context to know what this is, but it is a piece of framed paper sitting on Principal Vondel's desk, and it says diploma across the top. It has like a piece of paper note on it that seems to be addressed to Theo.
Godhead!
That's funny.
Sick!
Before I go back to the like the actual school part, can I go to my dorm? And I
Yeah.
want to see if I want to look around and see if it's like, because since I wasn't there, my stuff should be untouched, right? So I didn't, if this is an evacuation, I didn't evacuate. I want to check
Yes.
my room and see if it's like someone came in and like starting stuff, or if like everyone evacuated.
So in your room, it is Eva's side of the room is empty, like if a college roommate were to move out. Her side of the room is completely empty. Yours is untouched, but it has one of those paladin pamphlets sitting on the edge of your bed.
Okay, I'll pick it up.
Yeah, it's you've seen this exact pamphlet a million
Yeah.
times before when they've come and talked to the school. Join today, monks are a great fit for the, like it's all the normal stuff for the paladins. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm not gonna go in anyone else's room. It's like obvious, like she's moved out, like she's gone.
Eva's things are out as if she never lived there.
Okay, actually I want to go see another room and see if it's the same.
Empty. Like before move-in day.
Interesting.
Not abandoned. Empty.
Empty. Moved out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other stuff.
I wanna go back to the school part.
And Maverick following along, or
Maverick is a little bit freaked out because he is thinking not how Theo is thinking right now of like my roommate's not here, like this next dorm is empty. He's reading these pamphlets and he is thinking in the political, okay, something fucked up just happened. I think Maverick would so these are just dorms, right?
Yeah, we're in the dorms.
Weird question. Are these like CSU dorms where you share a bathroom? And like you can go into the next dorm?
Let's
what
go
type
with
of dorm layout is it?
just
Yeah.
it's a confusing question for me because of the ambiguity of bathrooms in D&D worlds.
I
But
feel
let's
like
go
they would have a communal bathroom.
like a hallway bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
then-
Yeah, Maverick, he doesn't want to touch Theo's stuff. I mean, he wants to, but he doesn't want to rifle through it. But yeah, he just follows her, but he does keep an eye out for anything down, like as they exit. His head's on a swivel, like he is searching for something that will poke out to him, something of concern besides these pamphlets that he's seeing. And he's like looking in windows and anything, or looking out windows, looking into anything that he can look at. His eyes are on it.
Absolutely. Falling behind is like a guard dog essentially, while Theo's kind of in this panic, this frenzy of trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
with her
I'll
school.
also say real quick before I'm like officially we're leaving, if there's anything that's in my room that I would have considered valuable, I think I take it. Like I don't know what I would have left. I think maybe it's like extra weapons or something like that, but I'll take basically anything that's like
And Maverick does take the pamphlet with him.
yeah.
And of course anything else Theo needs him to hold.
She throws like 3 daggers at him and it's like
Why do you have these? But he's just
I'm a
like,
monk.
he's holding anything that she needs to hold. He's in that frantic state of like, I don't know what's going on either. But he does take the pamphlet with him, and as a matter of fact, he's taking every pamphlet with him that he sees. But he's using his, he's tucking them neatly with him and filing, like holding one hand of all her stuff, the other hand's holding all the pamphlets that he finds.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. And you guys rejoin. You see Bart and Kiana standing in your principal's office holding a framed piece of paper.
I take it.
For you!
This is your high school diploma, but on it is a letter from Principal Vondel's hand. You've seen this handwriting many times before on referral slips and detentions and hall passes and that kind of thing. And all it says is, Theodora, when the time comes, I'm sure you'll return the favor and help me. Vondel.
I didn't read it because I didn't want to intrude, but I am dying to know. What does it say? Did you pass?
Something very ominous and concerning. I graduated, but I think my principal got captured or something.
What?
She's in jail? I don't know. Read it.
Maverick takes the letter and also reads it.
Doesn't sound good.
Maybe she's wanting you to be principal one day?
Maverick
No.
puts the letter down and starts rifling through this office.
Why is everybody freaking out? Is this not how the school normally is?
No, Lorik, usually there's people here.
Why?
And like they're eating because it's a boarding school and people live here and we stay
they-
here all the
oh.
time and it drives me insane that I stay here all the time. But now everyone's gone and I think they got not kidnapped. I don't think they got kidnapped because everything is
But they got
neat in the
recruited?
dorms. Maybe?
Did they move? Do people?
I
do
think
schools
everyone
move?
moved.
I don't think
mean,
this
not-
is
not-
moving.
Not moving like I don't mean like move out, yay, we're done with school. I mean like forcibly moved, but given the time to move.
Maverick starts handing out the paladin pamphlets that he found to each member of the party, and it's just like, I need you guys to read this. This is what Joel was telling me that happened. And I think the school got overrun. This goes past just recruiting kids into this. This was something else.
Yeah.
Does
Um,
Kiana know about the war, between the clerics and paladins?
You heard what Joel said earlier.
Okay. I noticed that there's a lot of paladin pamphlets, but there's no cleric pamphlets.
There's no cleric pamphlets.
You think there would be just as much eagerness to recruit you as well?
I think they just got here first. This is a question. Where do the staff that lives here live? Do they live in the dorms or do they live somewhere else?
They live in the same building as you on a different hallway, on like a different jut out of it.
Can we go back and look at those ones? Specifically the staff ones.
Yeah.
You guys all journey back there. Some of the doors are locked, but you do manage to find like one of the staff rooms is unlocked. And empty bed frames, a wicker chair, a empty desk.
Is there a would I have known which one was Principal Vondel's if she lived there?
Yeah, I mean, probably like the end of the hall one, essentially. That's not the one that you were able to open. Principal Vondel's room was locked.
I want to break the door open.
Okay, strength check.
Strength?
Or yeah, whatever you want to do. Nunchuck it, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And Maverick will assist if she needs it.
I'll just do maybe just give me
Cyrus doesn't race you to the door first.
Yeah. Can it be an acrobatics check? I do a flip and kick the door.
Here's
I
the
do
thing.
a running
The
jump.
acrobatics check- Here's the thing. The acrobatics check will get you a cool flip. I'm gonna need some kind of attack roll on the door.
Okay, I'll just do an attack roll, and I'll do help from Maverick. So.
And it's just a door, so it's like 10.
That's an it's an 18 flat without any bonuses.
Yeah, no problem. It bangs completely open. Principal Vondel's room is the same thing. It is a bed frame and a completely empty desk, chair, that kind of thing.
Interesting. Guys, this is fucked.
What did the pamphlets say?
Join now! Join the Paladins of the Eternal Sun! We'll pay for your college! We'll give you food! We'll let you travel the world! It's all the same. That's all they want you to do.
Weren't they in college?
Good deal.
It's
Quite
not
expensive.
You have to be
Look,
a paladin your whole life.
Lorik, all it's doing it's just roping in young kids who think that they're doing something good for their country and their nation with promises of wealth and economic gain, and just making them do a bunch of things that they don't need to be doing. They're kiddos. They don't need to be doing this.
A quick correction, just so we don't get confused. The Paladins are not the nation's soldiers. This is not Empyrian's army.
Yeah, it's just their
This is a group of religious people.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, it's a
this is like
cult.
Yeah.
this
So-
is like a vigilante group, not the Empyrean.
Right. So Maverick was like explaining to Lorik, like it's them promising great things are gonna happen, but you can't trust that they're gonna actually.
They only give
happen.
you the good thing. They only tell you about the good things, not anything that might be bad.
And the pamphlets are always here?
No.
No.
Why didn't they take them?
Because they were leaving them to be here. This is a question I want to ask for how, like, I don't know what this would be. Are they regularly trying to recruit? So like this school is like a sect of monks. So there are people that go on to be monks after this that are still technically part of this like sect, right? Would I know if they target mainly just like the school, or are they targeting like other monks, like alumni monks? Like are they going as hard for them, or are they focusing on the school?
I think it's like similar to how like a military situation talks to seniors in high school the most, because they're aiming for the people that haven't decided what they want to do with their monk degree or whatever, like,
Yeah.
but once they're in the real monk world,
Yeah.
doing monk stuff, they certainly will still try to recruit them.
Yeah.
And this isn't to be clear, this is not become a paladin. This is join forces with us. You're still a monk.
Yeah.
We're join forces
You're just
with
in
us.
the same building. Yeah.
Did this happen
Um,
when Maverick was in school? Like, did he have these issues when he was in the academy?
Less less often, but yes. I mean, you
Okay.
and Theo have gone to the school for the same amount of time, and like I told Theo, like it kind of went up and down of the severity of it. But when you were in school, you didn't see this as severely. Theo was in school at the same time that you were. Though
Right.
you never crossed.
Where do the paladins live?
yeah, where are they in comparison? Yeah, just say it on the pamphlet.
No. I mean, it's pretty much just like contact, like tell us today if you want to join. You're not sure where their like base is or where they go hang out.
This pamphlet is useless.
It is. That's why.
Do we
it's
talk to the
so
pamphlet? Can we
bad.
talk to the pamphlet? Does it
No,
talk
we
back?
I mean, you can, but it won't answer.
I want to join.
No, please.
It didn't respond to that. It's not a talking thing.
Did Maverick's like digging through the office find anything?
Say, can we go back to the office and see if there's like an agreement or something that was made?
In the office, all there is, it is otherwise empty. All there is those extra pamphlets.
Oh, so it was empty too.
It is, I mean, there's still some regular books there and stuff, but any of Vondel's personal belongings, all the paperwork and that thing is gone.
Joel didn't come in with us, right? He's out by the carriage.
He's out with the horses, yeah.
I
Okay.
think we should go talk to him.
Maverick is gonna go. Okay, we need to go to Joel. Because this whole situation is freaking him out, and for some reason Maverick is like, they're gonna come back and they're gonna attack us. So he
Yeah, we
Maverick's
need to
like,
get out of here.
Yeah, Maverick's like, we need to leave and we need to go. And he says that to the group, and he starts, like, he hooks Theo under his arm and just starts moving towards the carriages.
Hey.
Miss Lorik.
What kind of stuff are we passing as we're going back?
Like, yeah, is it all pretty messed up in the hall?
Yeah, pretty much. Imagine an abandoned school. Like people were leaving in a hurry. Clearly, the pamphlets everywhere, but otherwise, like, I mean, there's the school trophies are still in the case, and like there's still some framed students of old alumni. Some of them are like cracked though. Like, it's not like they packed up the school and left.
Oh,
But-
It's just the people left.
Yeah, like the banners are still there, but they might be torn. That kind of thing.
hey,
Yeah.
is there a case of when Maverick went to school?
I was just about to tell you that. Yeah, you see that in one of the pictures, there's like a picture of you and Cedar at some point during your school career, and you're like, smiling at the camera, smiling at the hollow cube and giving like a thumbs up to it or something. Like you're getting ready to do something. And it just says like the date under it of whatever it was. And there's pictures like that all over this case.
Is it still in glass, or was the glass broken?
The glass on, almost everything is shattered.
Okay, Maverick takes the picture and just tucks under his arm as they walk by.
Absolutely.
Are there
So
any
you
cool
guys are-
trophies?
Don't
Yeah.
take the trophy. My school got ransacked. You
But
didn't
the-
win it.
But nobody's gonna ever get to enjoy it ever again. What if we see them again and somebody wants their trophy and then
Not
they have their
everyone's
trophy?
dead. I hope.
I
Yeah.
wonder how much
Yeah, what if
this
they
will
want their
sell
trophy?
for.
Guys, we're gonna come back.
Look, I've got a big chest here, and it can fit
Just
the
come
trophy.
back for it. If we help everyone, maybe they'll give you a trophy.
I think
Yeah, and
in
I already have the
Ooh.
trophy. To
I think in the
next-
face I think in the face of Theo like freaking out and her like trying to be like, stop touching everything, Maverick just yells, very just not joking around, just like, stop touching everything.
You're touching
Get out of the
things.
school. It's my brother. Shut up. Get out of the school. Just go. We don't know who's in here. We don't know what's in here. We gotta go, guys. We can sell the trophies later, but we gotta go. as he's like holding the photo under his arm, he's like, "Let's go! Come on, let's get out of here. We can't stay here, Cyrus. You can't sell it. It's fake. It's not even real. They're
We
plastic.
don't have
Let's
that
go.
much money.
No, this school's broke. Let's go."
And out you guys go.
Yeah.
As you guys reunite with Joel, you can, as you head onwards towards the library, you can certainly catch him up and get Joel's opinion on everything. Is there any question in particular that you guys want to ask Joel, or are you like, other than just getting his reaction to it all?
Did he know that the whole school is gone?
No, I haven't been to the school since Maverick was to get you at before the funeral, so I had no idea.
What type of like fighting hasn't been going on? Like how are the paladins just coming in? Like, are they just showing up all the time?
Well, it's been mostly paladins and clerics, like against each other and kind of verbally fighting about the monks. Like this was, write a letter back to the capital, but this was the first time that they've actually made a move on the monks. I mean, they've certainly been talking about it, but they've always made it sound like they were going to convince the monks one way or another to join one of them. But from what you guys are talking about, it sounds like it was forced, or at least yeah, that's not matching up with what they've been saying and talking about, if it was forced. But it's been mostly a lot of verbal disagreements and a lot of like the two groups would run into each other up in the Empyrian mountains, and they would fight it out, and one or two dead. Like, but this is the first time that they've actually done anything about trying to get the monks to join them rather than just talking about it. At least as long as I've been, I mean, I don't know about in history's past, but at least as long as we've been watching it this most recent bout.
Okay.
Joel,
Yes.
do the paladins usually leave pamphlets that just say "talk to us" and not tell anybody where to go? Because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, do we know where they... You don't know where they are?
No, I mean, if we did, they wouldn't still be fighting with the clerics. You know what I mean? I mean, we would have mobilized troops or something to, or at least I would have attempted to mobilize troops. Who knows if the council would have let me to put them out of order.
What do the
no,
clerics
well-
do when they try to get people to join them?
Oh, yeah. What was their side like?
Well, what they said they were going to do would be to talk to the monks and convince them, but I don't know that actually happened. That's also what the paladins said they would do, but that clearly isn't the case. But I'm not sure where either group is currently residing.
Yeah, this isn't like necessarily a direct Joel question maybe, but like how many monk schools are there in Empyria?
Your school is the monk school.
The school, yeah. That's
It's
what I
the
thought.
monk school. You can still become a monk without going to the monk school, but it's like going to a school for the arts kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like that's the
It's
route
like
to go.
not going to Hogwarts.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
go to like the lesser Hogwarts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the monk school. This
Your
is where
school
the monks
is-
are.
Is K through 12 in
Yeah.
modern terms, and it's the only school dedicated to teaching
To
people
monks,
how
yeah.
the ways of the monk.
Yeah.
There is a monk university that you know about, the Empyrian monk university that you know about, up
Yeah.
at the top of the mountains, which people have been talking to you about applying there and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But in terms of like children, just yours. That's dedicated
Okay.
to monks.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I love people, and I've been trying to figure out how to do that better, and I see that there are a lot of people that don't like each other, and I don't know much about things, but I think I know things about people, and I don't understand why if you would force somebody to go somewhere, why you would give them a pamphlet first, trying to convince them. It seems like nobody likes that they did this, and I think that the clerics are um, being hateful towards the paladins by leaving the pamphlets. I think they're
I
fake.
mean the other way around.
I think they're
Right.
fake. No, I think they're fake pamphlets that the clerics took the people and left these bad pamphlets that don't tell you anything about anything anywhere.
You think it's a plant?
Yes, I think that they're hateful.
Iris.
Just I have a question as the player.
Yeah.
Do they have like each group? Do they have like a specific like I don't know outfit that you can tell them by? Like, oh, that's that group. Or
Yeah,
that's
if
the
they're a
other
cult.
group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The clerics wear like a certain style of robe, and the paladins wear a suit of armor, which is the same thing that the army or real like priest clerics, as in like you're just the D&D class, not the cult, wear, but they have a like symbol on them.
Right.
Right.
And then so the school, you said it was at the bottom of the mountain. But,
Yeah. So the mountain, when you were saying that it was near the monk university is at the mountain, how close is that? Like, I'm trying to get a picture of how close we are.
I'm just trying to see what's around it.
Yeah.
To the monk
Like, are
university?
we right near the monk university, or is that like farther away?
Days of hiking, and
Okay.
I mean like no roads, and it's like if you want to go to the monk university you have to like hike Everest essentially.
Yeah, your dex has got to be so good. Yeah.
Okay,
Climb
so
it
it's not like we
And you
can
don't-
ask people around like
Yeah.
because that's a lot of people. Someone would have
That's
seen
what I was
something, but
wondering. I was like, if Monk University is nearby, they might have hit both of them.
Yeah,
But
no. I
if
mean,
it's
the school
not-
is
Yeah.
geographically isolated because it's at the foot of the mountain. Because again, it's this serenity and like trying to achieve this like
Mhm.
peace and isolation, so that you can learn and focus. So like
Yeah.
the nearest village is another hour carriage ride in any direction. The Monk University is days of hiking. Yeah.
Okay.
Maverick, you know things. Do you think that the clerics would have any reason to be hateful towards the paladins and try to make it seem like they did something that they had done?
Theo, give me a history check.
My dice. That's a 9.
You don't have any memories to help answer Lorg's question that he's asking
Yeah.
Maverick.
I don't.
And Maverick doesn't.
Oh, Maverick, you went to the same school. Go ahead and give me a history check as well. This is a went to the school knowledge.
The lore.
13.
13. The pamphlets look the same as they did when you went to school there, when real paladins were standing there and like proposing that you work with them. It's more a case of like, oh, when the paladin is right there, you can talk to them and say you'd like to work together. When the pamphlets are left behind, it's like, we don't have phones, and they're not going to tell you where they're stationed.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like...
It's like a reminder, kind of.
Yeah, next time you see...
Maverick, like, he looks up at Lorik. He had been staring down at the photo in his hands the entire time everyone had been talking. And he looks up at Lorik and he's like, there's nothing I can tell you that's any different. I mean, these pamphlets were handed out when I went to school to let us know we could talk to them, but they were right there, so we could talk to them there. It wasn't like we could contact them later unless we saw them. So I do agree. I do think that this has to, in some way, be either they're real dumb and they just left them because they forgot them, or they left them to whoever did to make it seem like the paladins did something.
It's
But I don't-
either staking territory or it's a fake out.
I
It's
think
one
it's
of the
yeah,
two.
and I
the-
think it's a fake out.
The clerics think that the paladins are dumb with their strongness, and it seems like the kind of thing to break a school when you're moving people out that they would think they would do because they hate them.
And they only broke the entryway and like the school part. They didn't fuck up the dorms.
Which means to me that they wanted someone to find it and to report back that paladins have done something. So what I propose is that we do not report back what we found. We report back that
Everyone's gone.
that everyone's gone. And I certainly did not take every single pamphlet that was around the school, but I took enough to where it can maybe just look like the normal pamphlets that are around the school normally. When they come and try to recruit kids, but we cannot tell people that paladins did this.
Yeah.
It'll just disrupt everything more. And if they did do it, then they did do it, but still I don't think that this is.
I have another thing, I think. If someone, whoever it is, if they came in, if they barged into the school, breaking things and causing damage, the students would have fought back. It's a school of monks.
Right.
And it's a permission to fight. I think since the dorms are fine and everyone moved out, I think the damage happened after everyone was gone.
It's a setup. So
Yeah.
I think the best course of action is we gotta go.
Does
I
magic
wanna go
leave
to the
scars?
library.
Guys are already driving away.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're okay.
I want to drive. I want to go to the library.
Yeah.
Yes. That's where you're
Um,
headed.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. It's Maverick's just like it's not. This is weird.
Yeah.
It's just like Theo said, like this is a school full of kids who beat people up as like a homework grade. Like there's no way that there wasn't more damage.
Nobody could have come in ready to fight, and there would not be more damage than there already was.
Right.
If there
So
was
as
a
you guys-
fight, where's the blood?
That too, yeah. Nobody's getting beat up. It's just damage.
People bleed.
So as
when
you
they get
guys
them.
continue on, we could keep talking about this all day, so we'll move on.
Yeah.
As we move on, the dusk begins to fall as you're approaching the library, or you're heading up kind of a cliffside of one of the smaller hills. We're heading towards sunset. You see that like
This
Joel,
library's pretty
hearing
gross.
all of the points and theories that you're making, kind of like squeezes Maverick's shoulder and is like, "That's using your head." Yep. Good thinking, everybody. And
No
As dusk-
irrational conclusions.
your carriage is kind of trundling up this hill, heading towards the biggest library where excuse me, where Theo's mom works. When you guys feel something, you guys have since, as it began to rain, you would put the top over the carriage to prevent all your things from getting wet. And you feel a force, a huge mass of something slam into the side of the carriage. Everyone give me a dexterity saving throw. As your carriage falls to the edge of this cliff,
Baby.
one half of it,
Bro, why am I like this? I did not fill in the pluses for my saving throws. I'm
it's
stupid.
the same as your.
I know it
fighting.
is, but I was ready to be like, oh, saving throw. I've got the mat. Nuh-uh.
As this,
That is so cool, actually.
as it pushes your carriage to where it was a segmented carriage and one half is hanging off, dangling over this cliff edge over probably like 100, 200 feet down to the bottom, and the other half is just barely hanging on. The half with the horses, like just barely hanging on as your carriage driver attempts to keep you guys upright.
Yeah.
Tell me if anyone got below. Tell me if anyone got below a 10.
Me. I got a 9.
Okay, so Theo and Lorik, you guys are prone. Everyone roll initiative.
Fuck.
No! No!
God, no.
It's okay. You're dexterous. You can just do a kick up.
I got a 10 on initiative. I'll put it in the chat.
Go ahead and send it in chat for me, please.
Yeah.
Allow me to explain the situation of your carriage and also the situation of this combat, because it's not a normal one, okay? You have two carriages connected with like a trailer hitch, essentially. That's the situation you were in. Like 2 train cars.
Yeah.
Something has slammed into the side of your carriage, making it go, and the back half falling off, dangling over the cliff. Horses are bearing their legs into the ground, trying to pull the carriage back up. The front carriage is like halfway off still. So like not looking great. You guys are
precarious.
Yeah. The way that this is going to work.
Oh wait, hold on. Jesse and me might have the same question.
Okay.
Are we split up like we were before, or are we all in the one carriage? Okay.
You are split up.
Okay.
Well, unless you would be sitting all in the same carriage, but
Who's in the front? Who's in the back? I forget.
the Joel and the Varanthians were in the back.
And me and Theo.
And Theo. And then Maverick and the Abyssalians were in the front. Which is the back is hanging off. So Theo, Varanthians, Joel hanging off.
Lorik, Theo, and Maverick were all talking.
That's true.
So decide where you would have been.
Yeah, so do we go with Theo, Danica, or does Theo come with us? Like,
I
did
think
we...
no, because then Joel was talking to all of us.
Okay, so we go with Joel.
It's two and two, so a lot of us would have been in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know mechanically that part doesn't matter as much. You're just it's just going to take more movement to do what you want to do, okay?
Yeah.
So don't worry about that mechanically too much.
Okay.
How this is going to work in terms of a regular combat, you are going to, on your turn, have to choose between attempting to keep the carriage from falling and attacking whatever is attacking you. If you go too long without keeping the carriage up on without attempting to upright the carriage, you will fall off the cliff. If you go too long without fighting whatever this thing is that's actively, you can't see it. This is an invisible thing.
Yeah.
By the way. But like whatever this thing is actively trying to get into your carriage. If you go too long without attacking it, it will kill you.
Okay.
Or it'll knock you off the cliff anyway.
Okay.
So we're going to have to be very careful and very mindful of what actually we are doing. And I do have a map for you guys. So I'm going to send you that link now. This is not that big of a deal where your characters are actually at. We're more worried about where the carriage is, okay?
Yeah, the actual actions that we're doing.
You don't need to worry too much about where your little icon is inside of our little carriage. Just worry about what you're doing in game. This is more so that we can see how close you are to falling off the edge.
Okay.
All right.
So I can explain this again whenever he gets here, but this is our neutral zone right now. This is where we're starting. Every time, if on your turn you're attempting to get the carriage back upright, it's going to be dex or strength to like throw yourself against the front of the carriage to get it back onto the cliff. And it'll be regular, like whatever attack you're doing, but with disadvantage if you're trying to fight the thing. 3 successful dex or strength checks get this thing one more
righted. Yeah.
one more click
So it's 3 per writing.
per click.
Yeah.
One,
So
1,
we
2,
need
3 gets you here,
Yeah.
and then another 1, 2, 3 gets you back on the cliff completely.
Okay. Cool.
The same is true for
Or the other way around.
if this thing is trying to knock you off the cliff, which it is. Every time it succeeds, one more,
Damn.
and you
What
are
are we
off the
succeeding on?
you are off the cliff here.
She's just explaining we need to make a collective 3 dex or strength saving passes, whatever. We need to make 3 of them within the group to get inched up back onto the cliff. If 3 fails, or is it if the creature hits us 3 times?
If you fail, you just don't get put back up.
Okay,
But when
yeah.
this thing pushes y'all off successfully, you click another way.
Yeah.
So, same thing. Very cool.
Okay.
So this is you guys. As just this thing creaks and falls off, you hear the horses are whinnying as it's trying to dig back in. This thing does get a surprise round because surprise. Hey girly. Girly.
Hey, girly.
Okay, Maverick does a 16 hit.
Yeah.
Okay, you take 4 points of damage as something reaches an invisible hand in
Oh,
through the window and claws across your arm, leaving bloody streaks.
oh, great.
Super cool.
And then, this is on the like side that's what did we say was in the front carriage?
I think
It was
might,
almost every-
I think
it
it
was
might
almost
only be Kiana.
Is it a
Kiana's
barrel?
alone.
That's really funny. Okay, so then everyone else is in the bottom one. All right. Misses a shot at someone else. Don't know who this thing was aiming at. And that is its surprise round. Not too bad. Maverick, that's you.
Okay. Oh, okay. I think that.
So you are in the back right now. So if you want to use your movement and make some kind of strength or acrobatics check or something to muscle your way up to the carriage that's in the front, then you can use your action to make that check to push it back onto the cliff, or you can just start attacking.
Yeah, Maverick didn't do so well attacking last time, so he's gonna. Yeah, I'll use my movement to go forward into the front carriage.
Go ahead and give strength or acrobatics, something to show me that you're like crawling up through this pretty much vertical carriage up into the front one.
I'm gonna do. Oh no! Sorry. Okay.
Athletics, not strength.
Okay. Either way. Damn it! I got a 6.
Okay. You are not able to crawl up into the front one. If you want to take a dash action to get up there.
Yeah, what does that mean?
You get to
just
try
have-
your movement again.
You
I'm
sacrifice
gonna,
your action.
I'm gonna do a dash action to please get up there. Try again.
Give me athletics with advantage,
Okay.
since you're working so hard to get up there, essentially.
Oh, thank God. Okay. And add, sorry, add a, at my
Your
athletics.
Yeah.
Thank God, I got a 1 the first time. But an 18 the second, so I'm gonna add
That's always how it goes.
17, 20. Yeah, 20.
Dirty 20.
And
Very
as you were able to muscle your way up into this front carriage where Kiana's still bathing, you you are you've used your action to do a dash action. Do you have a bonus action you want to use? Movement's gone.
I kind of want to go into a rage because
Oh.
this is too
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us what your rage looks like.
Oh man, dude, they just got smashed off into off a cliff, and so Maverick, he fails the first time trying to get through everyone, gets through everyone the second time, and he just screams and starts freaking out. And I'm not gonna lie, his party can't really tell what he's saying right now, because it is that angry southern jargon of I'm not fucking blah, blah, blah. It's just southern accent. He's screaming as
There are no words.
there's no words, just yelling as he makes his way into the front. Crawling, all the muscles are bulging and the veins in his face are popping out as he freaks out.
And do you shout anything to any of your other party members before you leave them and go into this rage?
He shouts for Theo to just attack. He as he's going up, he just shouts, I got it, I got the carriage, just attack. You just need to attack. I don't know what the fuck it is, just fucking attack, as he's crawling through everyone to get up to the front.
Fair point.
Bart.
Mhm.
Bart, that is you. What would Bart's initial reaction to this be? Would he try to get up into this front carriage to scramble up towards the side that's not falling off the cliff after Maverick, or would he try to fight whatever has just raked Maverick's arm?
I'd probably try to get up there and help Maverick move the front.
Okay. Give me
Carriage,
either athletics or acrobatics. You're probably better at acrobatics. Give me an acrobatics check to get up there.
D20.
Yes. You nat 20?
Yeah.
I meant nat 20. Did I say D20? That's awkward.
Yeah.
Okay. I got
D20,
you
I
a
thought you
D20.
said-
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Bart, what does it look like as you have this critical success, this just mind-boggling success at crawling from this carriage as it's falling off of the cliff, but you were able to easily crawl up into this top carriage? What's going through his mind that makes him succeed so easily at that?
Oh, my dad's gonna be so proud of me. I look so cool right now. Doing flips and crap to get up there. God.
Yeah, absolutely. So you as you get up into this top carriage, that's just your movement. So did you want to, you see what Maverick's doing, or what he's about to do. Are you going to use your action to try to essentially throw yourself against the carriage to keep it on land?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me athletics. I will let you do acrobatics for this as well.
Yes, because my athletics is awful. Okay. 16. Wait, do I add acrobatics?
Yes.
21. Did I do that right?
Nice. Incredible. So that is 1 click, or one of the 3 that we need to get to a click. Incredible. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to do? You can do like a bardic inspiration or something right now if you want to.
Yeah.
The only one you're really
Bardic
close
inspiration.
is Maverick.
What?
Would be the closest person.
I feel like Maverick needs a little help.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll
give-
do bardic inspiration.
What does it look like as you give him a bardic inspiration? Like, what do you say or do to give it to him? How do you inspire Maverick at the moment?
Maverick, stop sucking. Do better. Fighting.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do better.
Maverick has a D6 that he can use at some point for bardic. Awesome. Cyrus, that's you.
All right. I have
Sorry,
a thought.
Yeah.
So, Cyrus has 50 feet of rope. Would it be too much for her to, I don't know what you want to count it as, like moving or whatever, to like, if she would tie her rope and throw it to wrap around one of those trees, bars, pillars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some?
How much,
Can I-
like, if I could.
Here's what it sounds like maybe you're wanting to do. You're wanting to use this rope somehow to assist mechanically getting this carriage back on the road, right?
Yeah, kind of like I kind of want to be a little cheat, and you do that to help support moving it forward, and then use my attack to attack.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. It's going to be an incredibly high DC for you to lasso a tree, essentially, from where you are. Even if you manage to crawl up to the opening. But if you wanted to, like tie the rope around something in the carriage and then, like, jump out and start pulling, like, I would allow something like that. Or... You see what I'm saying? Like, you can certainly try to lasso it. It's going to be an incredibly high DC for you to just lasso a tree. Okay. Or if you wanted to run out, tie it to a tree, and then go back into the carriage. I don't really know why you'd want to do that.
Yeah. Well, she has high strength modifier and acrobatics. So I think she's going to tie it to the carriage and try and run out and wrap it around one of the trees and use it as like leverage to try and pull it to stabilize it.
So it's going to take we're going to do the same movement that we did for everyone else for you to get up to the front of the carriage, if you wouldn't mind making acrobatics or athletics.
Acrobatics, why not? 14, 18.
Easily. You are able to get into the front of the carriage. Free object interaction, you can tie your rope to something. You find like the hitch on the back of it or something, or like a wheel or whatever. You can tie your rope easily. Give me a sleight of hand check. This is going to be a really low DC to tie this.
Low? Okay, I hope so. You said sleight of hand? Oh, well then I'm probably fine. 8, 9, 10?
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
That 10 was my DC. You're able to muscle your way up into the front of the carriage, tie this rope around a wheel or some part of the carriage, and then say the rest of your plan again. You're going to jump out the back of the carriage, like back onto land.
Onto land, and kind of use the tree or the pillar as like leverage to where I'm going to where like they wrap it around like once and then use it to like pull and hold force.
Cool. I will let you use your action for that because that's pretty much the same thing if you were to like throw your body weight against it like Maverick's doing.
Okay.
So yeah, do that. This is going to be to add another number to our click, which we need 6 of total. That's going to be DC 15. acrobatics. Or not acrobatics, athletics. Or strength.
16 plus 16, 17, 18, 20.
Awesome.
Yes.
You guys,
Yes!
Tiana, you see that Cyrus muscles past you as now 3 people have while you're going, whatever. Cyrus muscles past you, quickly tying a rope around a wheel, and like I'm imagining kind of Indiana Jones style, the knot hasn't really even full, like you just barely pulled the knot tight as you jump back onto the road and like go around a tree that was next to the road, and you start to pull, and you can see that your effort is yielding something. Very, very good. Excellent turn. Any bonus actions?
Well, now that she's kind of pulled it up away, can she like just tie the rope and keep it there for now, and she can go back to it later if she need be, and that way she's free to, like, if something were to come at her, she can fight it?
Unless you have a bonus action that specifically allows you to do that, that would be
Right,
like
fair.
your option for your next turn if you wanted to like start your next turn with that.
Fair. Okay. Well then, there's nothing really she can do right now, so she just shouts to everyone in the carriage. She just says, "Don't worry, we've got this. Focus on killing that thing, 'cause I swear, if I have to do it myself, we're gonna have an issue."
Cool. Okay, that is Joel. He's following Maverick, or attempting to. Unfortunately does not meet the DC, so Joel is going to try a dash action to try to follow after Maverick. Not able to get it either time, so he's spending his entire turn trying to get out of the lower end of the carriage.
Joel! Stop sucking!
It's going to be...
He's a twink.
He's a twink, bro!
It's the thing's turn.
Mm-hmm.
The thing. No.
Theo, as this thing hears Maverick say, "You fight it, I'm heading to the front," you feel those same claws rake across your chest for 8 points of damage, as just large gash across your chest, bloodying like your wrapped top.
That's so chill, you guys.
No!
You've got so much health left.
Light work, no reaction.
Okay.
I'm such a big target to miss.
I think it's my turn? Question mark.
It is Theo's turn. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it. I rolled a 13 for my first one. That'll be...
It's gonna be...
Oh wait, no, 13 plus my things. Hold on. That 13 was on the dice, so... nunchucks. 13. Math.
Roll
Math.
advantage.
Oh, I didn't know. Wait, can I get out of prone? First?
Yep. Half movement, you're up.
Okay, then no disadvantage.
Yes, it is disadvantage. It's invisible.
Good.
Double.
So that's an 8 on the dice. Math. 13?
13 unfortunately does not hit.
Wild.
I wanna use a key point. Flurry of blows.
Go for it.
Let me try it again. Still disadvantage for all of them though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It is raining. This carriage is vertical, and you are trying to hit an
Yes,
invisible
this is
thing
true.
out the window.
Okay, first one, disadvantage 13, 16, 18 to hit.
Hits. Roll
Okay,
damage.
that'll be just a good ol' punch. I think it's just a 4.
Okay.
4
is
damage,
great.
and then I'll do the other one. It's another 18 to hit, so just a 8 total damage.
Cool. Awesome. Yep.
Neat, cool, fun. having a
Excellent.
great time on this field trip.
Anything else, Theo?
I did my movement. I'm not gonna move. I think I used half my movement to get up. I still have 20 feet, but I think it's me and Lorik back here. Me, Lorik, and Joel.
Yes.
Everyone else? Okay, yeah. I'll stay back here for now.
Okay, sounds good. Awesome. At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action to do another unarmed strike on you.
What if I said no?
You should have moved.
Okay.
Right. But no, it tried to hit people in the front cab too. So
How much HP does Theo have?
do you want a number or do you want like a metaphor?
A number. It's good. What was it?
6?
Okay, interesting. You take 2 points of slashing damage as it uses that legendary action to get you again.
That is so cute and so fun, actually.
It was supposed to be 8, but she minus how much health you have.
Yeah, literally. Said,
I rolled a bit too good. I didn't want to end the battle right now with Theo's death. Okay.
Hey.
Next is Lorik.
Okay, I have a few questions about this carriage.
Yeah.
First
sure.
off, how long is it from where I
It
am
is
to the top?
The top of the cliff?
Yeah, well, no, just from where I am in the carriage to the front of the carriage.
Like 15 feet.
15 feet. Okay.
It's bigger than I thought.
Okay. Next thing, how much space does this thing have to be hitting the actual carriage itself? Like, how much of the carriage, feet-wise, is available for it to try to knock this thing off? I know it's a weird question.
How much is still on the cliff for it to
Yeah,
hit? Is that what
That's
you're
it.
saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I will say, judging by how, like, this thing's reaching into this back window and hurting you guys, it is probably hanging on to the side of the carriage currently, but there's probably, like, 6 or 8 feet of the carriage still on the cliff fully.
Okay. 6 or 8. Okay. I gotta do big thinking. Hold up. Alright, we'll start with the easy stuff. I'm gonna get up. And I'm gonna try to make my way up to the front of the carriage.
Give me that athletics check. Or acrobatics.
Check, please!
Yeah.
I guess I'm done.
6.
Check, please.
I rolled a 2 and modified to a 6.
Is that
have
real?
A 6.
Dude. Okay,
Yeah.
you don't make it up unless you want to do a dash to get up there.
Nope. Instead, what I'm gonna do is admit defeat there.
Cool.
Defeat there. And
Wild.
refuse it elsewhere. So I am going to look out of this window to try to see this thing, realize that it's not there, and just want really hard to not fall off this cliff.
Yeah.
As I do that,
Tell me what
a
happens.
tentacle spawns out of the ground, shoots up about 10 feet in the air,
Yeah.
and wraps itself around part of the carriage
Mhm.
and begins to try to tug as much as it can.
Ah, awesome.
That is a bonus
Incredible.
action.
Great. And what's your action?
My action is going to be to try to stab that thing. I'm going to take my
Great.
spear. And I'm gonna be
Make
poking out.
Absolutely. For your tentacle, have it make a strength athletics with advantage.
Okay, you have to tell me how strong this thing is.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
a 19 unmodified.
Oh, whatever it is, dude. That's your yeah, no fucking problem there. You guys see that with this tentacle, the carriage tilts up a little bit.
Thank God.
Everyone that isn't currently very occupied can see that. Cyrus especially, you can see that.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Um,
she sees. What the fuck is that?
Fuck are you?
Huh?
Lorik, give me your attack roll.
Oh, another 2?
No.
You got so excited. Missed it. Anything else on your turn?
I think I will stand in front of Theo.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, just
That's
kind of
great.
doing big body things. You know?
Yeah. At the end of your turn, another legendary action incoming.
Nice.
Um,
I'm ready.
Pick a candidate amongst you who you think would have the best strength.
The best strength? Did she say
Well,
strength?
I'm
What did
like
she
in
say?
the best situation, am I
Right.
not? Like I'm out. Cyrus is
Yeah.
outside. Like,
I'd
So your
say
this is just to use your stat. Don't worry about your condition right now.
oh,
I think either Lorik or Maverick, probably.
yeah.
Fighters usually have better decks. Yeah, Maverick or Lorik, which one? Right, Lorik, you got it. Lorik, roll an athletics check.
I'm gonna roll another 2.
Don't manifest it.
That is a 12.
As
Bad
a
dice.
legendary. What? Oh, bad dice. I thought you said add dice, and I said, what? Do you have dice to add? Okay.
Which ones?
As
Oh.
on this legendary action after Lorik's turn, seeing that this tentacle has shifted it back up, it's going to use its legendary action, and with that contested athletics roll, moves it back down. If you guys don't know what a legendary action is, he only gets 3 of them.
Okay, so it's
Oh,
2.
he's already
So
used
he's
2?
used 2. So don't be discouraged that he can just do this every time you guys get one, okay?
You sick bastard. Directed at the thing, not Joe.
Kiana! Yay! Kiana's turn. Finally.
Finally.
She puts on a towel.
Time's over.
So when we say it's raining, what kind of rain are we talking about?
Like a nice steady drizzle, but it's not pouring.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If I were to get into a position where I could and cast create water around a 30-foot radius of this carriage and basically have like a giant thing of water fall down, would we as a party be able to see the water bounce off of this invisible figure to get a better idea of where he's at?
Yes, certainly. Also, water is so heavy, and that would have a repercussion on your carriage being on the cliff.
Yeah.
So if you can think of a different way to do this where it doesn't hit the carriage, or if it doesn't blast it off, like, yes, but knowing the consequences of that.
So if I did it around the carriage, it'd probably make the wheels slip too, right?
I would say so. But that's up to you. Are you willing to take another click towards the edge of the cliff in order to know where this thing is?
Well, probably not worth it now since we're back to where we started. How far away, or let me say, how much movement would it take for me to get from the carriage to this pole?
Interesting. Are you hopping out a window? Are you gonna jump out the doors like Cyrus did and then go around?
Yeah, let's say that I hop out the window with my little frog hop.
I would want an acrobatics check for you to get out the window. But it wouldn't take much. I mean, like 15 movement probably. It would not take very much. It would just be the acrobatics or something to get out the window. Or it would take a little more movement if you went out the door like Cyrus did and went around.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll go ahead and attempt that. I said acrobatics.
Yeah, we'll say this is a DC like 10 to get out the window.
12 minus 2, that is a 10.
Ah. Boing! Out the window Kiana goes.
I would like to, if I can, just kind of chill on top of this pillar. Or not on top, but like, you know, like kind of like Spider-Man it.
Holding on to it.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so that would be my movement. I'm going to go ahead and cast Bless.
Okay, awesome.
So I will pick, I'll do Cyrus, Maverick, and Lorik, just the big, strong ones toward the front.
So for Bless, you take a D4 and set it out so that you remember that you have it. You get to add this to any attack check, or attack, ability check, or saving throw.
And then for a bonus action, I'm going to also cast Healing Ward for Theo.
Cool. Go ahead and roll the healing back for that.
3.
Plus 3, so 6 total.
Yes. Slay, thank you. Mwah.
Awesome. Anything else, Kiana?
That should be good.
Cool. We're back to Maverick.
And you are blessed. I mean, not blessed. You have the inspiration from Bart.
You have Bardic. You have Bardic and your
blessed.
You bark.
You just
You didn't do
inspired
it, Maverick.
divinely,
You just have to believe in yourself, buddy.
Bart,
So-
Bart.
divinely and divinely. There we go.
Okay. Here's the thing, guys. Hear me out. I have also rope in my inventory. We love rope. Everyone has rope, but Sarah's has inspired me. Where I'm at in the carriage, was I able to see through the window, like, Cyrus wrapping the rope?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
The back of the carriage is open, so like you could definitely see her.
Well, I wanna... shit. I see that Cyrus is doing that, and I want to also stabilize, because I see the tree that Kiana's on. Is there a tree across, or pillar, or whatever, across the way that we don't see?
Where?
Like across, like, really what I'm asking is, like, is it too much for me to throw the rope to Cyrus and ask her to stabilize on the other side?
She could do that on her next turn.
Okay.
If you threw it to her now, I would let you object interaction throw it, and essentially Cyrus can try to catch it on her turn, tie the rope she's currently holding, then go do the other one. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. Would that take my movement, or would that...
Free object interaction.
Okay. So I throw my rope to Cyrus.
Give me a athletics or sleight of hand check. You're gonna try to hit Cyrus's armor class, essentially. So whatever your armor class is, Cyrus. What is wrong with you, Theo?
I got a 20.
Just choked on my water. I'll be back.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed all of that. I'm sorry you're dying.
I got a 20 to throw at Cyrus.
Great. Not a problem. Rest of your turn, Maverick. As you throw this rope, to be determined if she catches it.
Well, I've done all I can, so Maverick decides to attack this thing.
Attack with disadvantage. As you're effectively like leaning out of the window to swing wildly at it.
So I got a 15.
And what did you use on it? Bless or Bardic or both?
I used both. I used my Bardic. And the Bless. Yeah.
Okay. You want to use your inspiration?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my inspiration. If I got less using inspiration, do I have to use it?
No.
Thank God. So bad. The math was me in tears.
No, you don't have to.
Okay, we'll just go with the 15.
Okay, that does not hit.
Oh, okay.
You are in a rage. Do you have Reckless yet? Is that a level 2 barbarian thing?
I
No.
think
I
it's
don't
level
think
3.
That's
You don't
level...
have that?
No, I think that's level 3. It's not... Yeah, no.
It's okay, you don't have to cry.
I was. No, literally, I'm like, oh, my character's really strong, guys. Don't worry. No.
This should not reflect on your own self-confidence.
Oh, it's gonna.
Anything else on your turn? Any bonus action or
Wait,
additional movement?
no, yeah, reckless attack. But I don't.
Okay, you can roll with advantage, so that means you get to roll one more time to try to hit. Use your inspiration, you can roll
More
one more
math.
time. The armor class is a 16.
I know.
This means that he'll have advantage against you.
Yeah, 12.
All that work to swing wildly twice. No problem. That is Maverick's turn. We are back with Bart. You're up at the top of the carriage, man. What you doing? Are you gonna try to do another strength check, or you what's up?
I want to save this goddamn carriage.
Great. Make an acrobatics check, please.
Oh. 14.
Okay, that is fine. We get one more knuckle. More movement or a bonus action for you. Fighting maybe, which means you could make a second attack if you wanted to give another strength check.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I guess I could do that.
Okay. Give me your-
I'll attack.
Okay.
6.
Okay. Still doesn't do anything, but you are making a valiant effort. How is Bart feeling right now?
Like shit.
Why?
Because he looked so cool last round, and now he's just like floating around like he knows what to do.
There you go. Yeah. You
Poor
know,
guy.
La Vida Loca. Cyrus, that is you. Go ahead and just make a sleight of hand check, very low DC, to try to catch this rope that Maverick has thrown to you.
Oh my god, 20!
You catch that rope so good! You catch that rope so good!
Thank you,
Catch
Amy.
that rope so good it ties itself to the other tree.
You catch it easily. Do you want to use that free object interaction to... Well, you need to tie the one that you're standing at first. And then I would let you take a bonus action to like go over to the other one with your movement, and I would let you do a bonus action to tie that second rope if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, so I'm going to quickly, because so Cyrus, she was in like the Soldier Academy for a bit, so she knows all of the ties, she knows all the rope tying skills. So she ties that really tight, and then she has the other one in her hand, holding on to it with the weight, 'cause she's just kind of holding on the weight of that whole side, and she just kind of works her way slowly to the other side and wraps it around. And could she just tie that one as well?
With a bonus action, I'll let you do that, yes.
Okay, so what if I were to go ahead and tie that as well? What would I have left? Nothing?
An action.
Just an action? Okay, that's fine. So she's gonna go ahead and tie that. That way both sides are secure. And she's free.
Perfect.
Could she do some kind of like perception check or something to, because she's on the outside, so she can see much easier than everyone inside. Could she do like a perception check to kind of see where exactly the creature is? Like, I know it's raining, so like maybe she sees like if it has footprints in the mud or something.
Sure. Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Rough. I'm at 15.
15. Cool. I think that on a 15, you can see that it is essentially hugging to the side of the carriage, like right where I'm waving Theo at.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You can tell like the water bounces in a weird way, that like there's something attached to the side of the carriage there.
Okay. So she still has an action. I think she has a dagger. I might have her sacrifice one of her daggers to throw at it.
Cool.
Well, she does have a longbow for some reason.
Ooh, shoot an arrow.
All right. Well, I don't know where she pulls that out from. I'm not gonna question that. She had it under her cape all along, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is to hit.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't know if that makes it. It's a 14.
Did you add your dexterity and your
Oh,
proficiency to it?
right. Ooh.
Your
14,
proficiency
15,
plus
16, 17, 18. Okay.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage, please.
Oh my god. Okay, 4 plus 6. Okay, I mean, no, 6 total. Sorry. 6 total.
6 total. Hey, Josie, check this out.
Yeah. She got one, guys! She did it!
Please show me what it looks like. Please show me what it looks like. Describe to me how Cyrus uses this longbow to finish this enemy.
Cyrus, having just launched herself out of this carriage with rope in hand, just pulling with all her force to keep this carriage up on one side. Maverick tossing her rope tied on the other side. She quickly knots the other one, runs, catches it, runs to another point, ties it back, whips her head around to look for the enemy. She sees it. And with one fell swoop, she takes her longbow out from under her cape. She draws it wide. She's like, well, I know I'm getting this one. She takes a deep breath. She releases it. And she hits it just right in the side of the temple. Just...
And you guys cannot see this thing, but you can see like fingernails down the side of the carriage as it falls, and you hear the thudding as it rolls down the cliff. And whatever that was is gone. Now, our battle's not over. You guys are still hanging off of a cliff, but that brought our clip back up to just barely not back up. So once we are back up, you guys are making money again.
Yeah, so basically we're all just doing checks to get this thing up.
Yeah. Next is going to be Joel. Joel's still in the bottom of the carriage. He's gonna try to get out. Nat 20 from Joel! Yes!
Joel!
He did it.
Shows up after things are dead.
He said, "Yes, I can make moves now."
Joel said, "Oh, thank God that thing is dead," and is able to muscle his way up into the carriage, just barely like grabbing onto Maverick's forearm to like pull up and be where he's supposed to be so that he can now help. That is just his movement, so he's going to give Maverick the help action. And we are moving on. Theo, that's you.
So do
You're
I
still
have
in the
to?
back of the carriage.
Do I have to get out of the overhanging, like the carriage that I'm in right now, to do a trek?
Yeah.
Okay, then let me get out of here.
Acrobatics, please.
Acrobatics. Yippee. I don't want to use this bowl. This bowl's been giving me like bad roll. Nat 20.
Joel and Theo, Empyria's having a great time. They know how to climb up carriages.
I know how to get out of a mountain.
Hey, you know, you guys live near the mountains, so maybe there's something to be said there.
Yeah.
Theo effortlessly, injured, bleeding badly.
Yeah, really.
Just like Mountain Goat crawls up through the wreckage and rejoins with Maverick and Joel, and I believe Lorik is still in
Yeah,
the
I
carriage
think he's
as
the only
well.
one that's
Maybe
left in there.
Bart? I
No,
think
Bart
everyone-
got out. Bart got out first.
Cyrus did.
Yeah. Yeah, so the only person left in there is Lorik. And so I'm gonna roll to move the carriage.
Great. Go to give me athletics or acrobatics.
I'll do acrobatics. An 11? Yeah,
Bless? Oh, you didn't get bless.
I don't have bless.
Cool. That's
not
not
having
gonna meet my DC, unfortunately. You do a cool kick flip though, regardless.
Yeah!
Surely contribute. Anything else? You do have like a bonus action or anything if you wanted to use a key point.
Oh, yeah. Could I use... I mean, would it be like I have to use a thing? Because I could just... My justification is that I'd use Step of the Wind and like, I don't know, jump or something.
What?
I don't know. What would the key point be? Would it just be key point to try again?
Isn't your flurry of blows, doesn't that cost a key point?
Yeah. Is that... Oh, I guess it is an attack, so yeah.
I think that's a bonus action.
Yeah, it is. So then would I be able to do it twice since I get to do 2 unarmored strikes?
Mhm.
Yippee! Okay. I'll do that. 16, 19 for the first one.
Great. One point.
And that was a nat 1 for the other one.
Not 1 point.
I
Theo
fall into
falls
mud.
as you're trying to do it, you fall and like hit your nose on the floor of the carriage. Anything else?
No, that's all I can do.
Okay,
Unless you just
Laura.
let me run around.
Lork.
Cool. So I gotta get up there, right? So
Yeah, you're still in the back.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna do tentacle stuff first. 12, and then whatever you decide the modifier is.
I was gonna say +4.
Cool. And then
that's-
I got a 20 on it modified plus whatever, because I did the bless thing for trying to get to the front, just trying to get out of there.
20 is plenty to get up to the front. You are a big dude, but you do manage to squeeze your tiny body up through this, your giant body through this tiny wreckage. As you muscle through, and you do rejoin everyone else up at the front by now. Incredible. Anything else?
I don't think there's much else that I can do, but I do look over at Cyrus, acknowledge all the cool stuff she's doing. I'm gonna use a free object interaction to toss her a trophy. Just that direction, and
She
that'll
just
be
reaches
that'll be
up.
it.
Can she catch it?
You're so good at catching things.
You can catch
I can catch it? Okay. I reach up, grab it, And I'm like, yes! I got one! Take that, Maverick! Take that! I give it to you! You did throw up this time!
Kiana, that's you, my love.
I would like to boing.
Boing.
I would like to
Roll to boing.
yeah, boing in front of said carriage, and then
Cool.
stick out my frog tongue to wrap around the front bar and try and pull with my tongue.
Yeah.
Truly terrible. Go for it.
I don't know what a nat 1 would be on a check like that, but I don't want to find out, Jesse. Please roll well.
Don't manifest that. Oh my gosh.
Just give me that DC 15 strength check with the tongue.
Okay. That is I actually rolled a 15 plus. You said strength. I guess it really doesn't matter. I think so. 18.
Thank
Awesome.
God.
You guys
Strong
see Kiana as actually Kiana, go ahead and describe for me what it looks like as your tongue is what pulls it fully up onto the road again.
So yeah, standing right in front of the carriage. I go, oh no, I must get my friends. And it completely wraps around the front bar, right in between these horses, basically.
Oh my
that
God.
The horses are attached to. Kind of like flinches a little bit because the metal is really cold on my tongue, and I just go, it's cold. And then I just whip my head back and with all of my might, just slowly, probably as slow as you possibly can,
Oh,
pull this carriage up.
terrible.
Truly a sensory nightmare as I'm imagining this.
The carriage is back on the road. How horrible. You're out of initiative order now. Abby, you can unshare your screen.
Oh yeah, I forgot I was doing that.
As you guys get back onto the road, we can have any talking as we go, but you guys are right next to the library. Other than just discussions of what was that? Like anything in particular that you guys have in terms of like actual, I have a theory versus just confusion on what just happened. Go for it, Lorik.
Invisible things are clerics. That's not a paladin thing. I don't know. Actually, I don't know paladins or
It
clerics.
was a
but I'm just gonna
monster.
throw it out there.
It was like a thing. It's not like a bunch of dudes.
You don't know. You didn't see it. Well, it hit you. What did it feel like? Did it feel like a bunch of dudes?
No, it's felt like the claws of an animal trying to get my ribcage out.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, is Maverick still bleeding from the initial hit?
Kiana wants to heal people. If Kiana or Bart want to heal people, now would certainly be the time to. But that's up to you if you want to use your spell slots, I guess.
I only got. My only question for Maverick is if the photo that he was holding this entire battle, it stayed with him.
Oh yeah, where's my diploma?
Yeah.
You guys, your items are fine. All of your items are
Okay.
good. I did have a plan if the carriage had fallen off that you would have lost your items, but your items are
No.
fine.
My diploma.
So
My
I would
dead
say
brother.
we continue on. Joel is freaking. He doesn't do things like this. He sits in the office and says vote for Maverick. So he's freaking. And he like was pretty close to going over the cliff, guys. So he's not doing great. But yeah, you guys pull up to this library. I think all of you are, especially your carriage. God, your poor carriage driver.
Oh my god, I've been wondering about that. That guy's probably like,
He was just riding the horse the whole time, like.
He did nothing to help.
he's probably trying to keep the horses from bolting on us.
He has 5 HP. He's a commoner. He could not have helped. He has no stats. He's level 0.
His best skill was driving the carriage.
His only skill is animal handling, guys. So you guys are kind of in a thing where it's like, okay, well, the road's obviously not safe. So I think you guys are in that thing of like, let's get to the library. Like, so many things have already stopped us in this way. Let's get this stupid information, get back to the capital, and be done with it.
Get me out of here.
You guys, give me 1 second. You guys do arrive at the library. Theo, you recognize it. It's beautiful as always. As you enter in, Theo, would you describe what your mother looks like? This is Adelaide, the one who you call Emig.
Yes. She is an elf. She's probably about the same height as me, which is like a 5'10", I think. She's got a little longer than shoulder length, probably like shoulder blade-ish, like really wavy brown hair. Like, and I think she's probably got some like maybe some cute little elven charms in it. She's got a couple necklaces on. She looks like a librarian. She's a librarian. But yeah.
Awesome. So you see, like, you guys are arriving right as she's like locking the door to the library that night. And what do you say? I mean, like, this character like pulls up, so obviously she hears you coming, but like, do you like jump out and run to her? Like, what do you do specifically, Theo, as you pull
I'm
up?
jumping out and running and being like, there was a monster on the road. We almost died.
Oh my god, are you being serious?
Yes! I gestured to myself.
Oh, baby, Theo, you're here. Oh my, I got your pigeon. I didn't know that you meant like now. Oh my baby.
Now.
She like pulls you into her mother's hug, of course.
I think Theo cries.
Of course you do. And
She almost died, bro.
she's going to heal you for 4 hit points.
Yes.
With like a kiss on the forehead.
Back to
she's like,
full.
"Oh, my baby. Are this is your envoy? Is anyone else hurt? I don't know much in the way of healing, but oh my god.
No, ma'am. I'm all good. I gotta say, I kind of carried that whole situation a little bit, but it's all right.
I don't know what
I'm
this
doing
energy is.
just fine.
I don't know what this energy is.
Maverick just like Maverick is just standing there. His arm is bleeding.
Yeah.
Like he's bleeding. He's holding this photo. And he just goes, "No, I'm good. This is great. This is exactly what I wanted." He's like this. He's like, "No, ma'am, this is great. How are you? Are you good? I'm
You
great."
doing okay over there, pretty boy?
Shut up! I'm
You
fine.
see that Adelaide is still like holding Theo against her, and she goes, Senator, hello. I know you said that you were doing a field trip with the senator. I guess I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting him to
Yeah.
also. We voted for
okay.
you. Is that? I just wanted to put that out there. We
it-
always vote for
I'll-
Strahd.
Thank you.
I'll introduce you to everyone. That's Maverick. That's his advisor Joel. That's Bart from BTS. That's Cyrus's bodyguard. That's Princess Kiana Hold of Abyssinia. And her bodyguard Lorik.
Hi, I'm here.
I got my diploma.
What? Oh my goodness! Vondel finally? What? I'm so confused.
I don't know. I'm confused too. Look at this letter that was on it. And I show her the one that's like, you'll pay me back or something.
She reads it and she's like, "Can we go inside? Can
Yes,
we go sit in
please."
the library? Okay, I'll make some tea." Like going at
Yes.
and you see like she quickly sends off a carrier pigeon to tell her wife, your other mom, that like Theo's here with giant people, like it's people much taller than her,
People of
except this
insane
tiny dog,
status.
and like a senator and a princess are here, and Rory's favorite celebrity, Bart from BTS.
Oh my god. Bart,
Like-
if my sister shows up, be
you
prepared.
guys all go in,
What does that mean?
and
Be prepared.
I think she takes a little bit to get you guys settled in, and she's like, okay, like she wants to hear everything, and of course, you guys tell her the whole story and everything that's going on, and she's like, okay, so you're hoping to find what specifically in the library?
We are on a mission to find out any information that is leading to why Terrador has been not, communicating with the other nations, and they locked up their trades, and yes.
Okay, I'll look through the ledger and I'll see what we got in and out, the last few times, but, I'm not sure off the top of my head if we have anything, so, how about this? It's like 9 p.m. How about
Yeah.
we all go back to the house, get you all rested and healed, and then in the morning, me and my librarians will dedicate all efforts to finding what you're looking for. Does that seem?
Yeah.
You guys look like you might be hungry.
Yeah.
I could eat a lot.
Man, I could go for a good nap.
You have food?
Not here.
Um,
At the house.
Not in this building,
Oh.
but we live just 10 minutes a carriage ride the other way, so
Do you
um,
have any, like, I don't know, like a ward or something? Because we don't know what that thing outside was.
like an abjuration on the carriage?
Something, yeah.
I can whip something up, yeah.
I feel like that would be a good idea.
Okay. And she pats you in the way of like, I don't know what to do for you other than just do this abjuration right now. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
she's like,
I don't know
understand
what
that
you need.
maybe thought something, and I have no idea what to do with that. And I'm like, okay. And she starts like she casts this kind of like ward spell on the carriage, takes you all home. We pull up outside of the Halloway home. Would your house be pretty big, do you think, or modest generally, or what are you thinking?
I feel like it's not super big because if my mom wasn't a librarian, I feel like it would be big because of all the things that she would want to have, but since she works in the library, she has everything she needs in the library. So I feel like it's not like, I'd say probably a pretty nicely maintained garden. I feel like her sister probably does a lot of stuff with that, Rory. But yeah.
Absolutely. So you guys pull in. You see that your mom's like your Emig is like freaking out over like, oh god, we're gonna have to like put cushions on the floor. I think. Theo, I guess you need to sleep with Rory tonight, and then maybe the princess has your room. I feel like she should have her room.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Just sleep in my barrel.
Oh yeah, she's got a barrel full of water that she can sleep in.
It'll be just fine.
We can put the
Okay.
barrel in my room.
Should Senator Maverick get your room? I don't.
No. Put him
Okay.
somewhere else. Put him in the living room.
As you guys come in to the house, like this is tall enough for you to enter into, Lorik. Just kind of watching your horns on like the ceiling at the very tips of them, but you're able to walk pretty comfortably throughout. You see that like as you open the door, your other mother is like just finishing like throwing things around the room with like a levitation kind of thing, and she's
Yeah.
like, and you see that like she's moving these ancient tomes that were on display, and she's moving them up onto highest shelves, and just like all the breakable things are getting moved. She's like her eyes are glowing white, hair flowing around her face a little bit. She's like, oh honey, you're home. Oh my god, you're bleeding. What?
It's not actively. I just need to go get cleaned up. I'm not injured anymore.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Go and wow, your friends are so tall. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
They are.
They are.
Except except for you.
Except for you.
Except for you, Shorty. I'm so tired, y'all. Like, you see that, like, your brother Fletcher. You see that your brother Fletcher, like, comes around the corner from the kitchen. He's like, huh. Well, look who came back in. Theo, back from freaking fighting school.
I hold up my diploma and I look at him and I go, I'm not doing this right now. I almost died. I graduated.
Oh wow, you fought enough goblins to finally get a piece of paper. Congratulations. I'm in 3 college classes.
I pull out
teleport.
another trophy.
Loser.
Go teleport to the volcano.
What a nerd.
Volcano.
You see he goes and disappears in a cloud of smoke. And then
Wait, he can do that?
Yeah, he sucks.
I thought it was a joke.
No, he sucks.
and your sister, God bless her soul, Aurora Rory comes down the stairs and she goes, Theo, is Theo home? Oh my god, is that Bartolomeo from BTS? BTS into our house!
Yeah, hey.
Oh my
Cyrus
God,
just
can I
like walk away.
I stand in front of her and I go, you need to be chill about this. He's in the house. After I finish talking, you can stop freaking out because he's going to be in the house for a little while.
He's gonna be in the house for a period of time? Not just
Yes.
right now?
Yes.
Oh my god, Mom! Like turns around and is just like beside herself. What is everyone feeling right now? Certainly exhausted, but like you're quickly fed as quickly as they can keep up with you eating, and you guys are all given an area of some kind to sleep. What is everyone feeling right now?
Cyrus feels
Hungry and
pretty
confident.
damn good.
Cyrus is riding a high.
She
highest
is.
horse.
Yeah, and you see that like Emig and Mom are like really worried specifically about the princess and the senator, like a little bit less so Bart, but still Bart.
Rory's worried about Bart.
Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be
Yeah.
I'm hosting a princess in my house right now kind of thing. But yeah, pretty much just like panic hostesses going around, and the brother has, disappeared to wherever. Fletch has disappeared to wherever. And Rory is staring at Bart from across the room, trying to be so normal. Does anyone do
Done a great
anything
job.
in particular before heading to bed?
I think I want to ask both of my parents if they know anything about the cleric paladin situation. If they specifically the location, like if they have heard anything that would indicate that they know where either party is.
Neither your Emig nor your mom know that information. Like they tell you
Okay.
pretty much the same thing Joel did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Joel's too.
Joel.
Joel was here.
I keep forgetting about him.
If there's not anything urgent, then you can all take
I have-
a long rest.
Quick
Yes.
urgent thing. Can I ask the horses if they know where the things are, the peoples are?
Animal
Yeah.
handling.
Give me an animal handling check to see if you can get this
No.
horse to talk.
No.
Animal handling?
I
Also, it's gonna be
understand
It's
It's
handling.
not just gonna respond to me?
This is gonna be disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Shoot, hold up. 12.
With disadvantage?
Yeah, I got a 14 and a 17 minus 2.
Well, you know what? You don't get the horse to talk, but it does nuzzle against you very nicely.
Dang it, dumb horse.
I will say that wherever Maverick, like right before Maverick ends up wherever he ends up sleeping, he goes to check on Theo, and his arm is bandaged, and he just wants to make sure that after the traumatic events that happened to a essentially an 18-year-old, that she is okay. And I assume that they have a conversation. And then Maverick, I'm laughing because it's not funny. Maverick goes to his bedroll. Is he around people when he goes back to sleep?
I would imagine, like, probably the adults are all, like, sleeping on the living room floor, and the kids are probably either in Theo's room or in, like, Kiana's in a barrel, whatever. But, like, Bart might be having a sleepover in Theo's room, maybe, or...
Oh yeah. No,
Theo's
I think
room.
it would actually be so fun if Rory, Theo, and Bart got to all have a sleepover. Rory, Theo, Bart, and Kiana all got to have a sleepover.
If it doesn't kill Maverick in the next session, I will say that Maverick takes his bedroll to the porch. I hope they have a porch. If not a porch, a front yard. And he puts it out there and he cries himself to sleep, holding the picture that he took from the school of his brother, his older brother, and himself. And he just promptly cries himself to sleep.
Joel's gonna message you, like the spell message in your head, and say, do you want me to come out there or do you want to be alone?
I think that after everything that happened, he would want Joel to come out there. Just because that was a lot for Joel. That was a lot for Joel. And Maverick is just like, oh, this is cool. No, yeah, he would call Joel to come out there. They might snuggle a little bit, but no, 100%, Maverick falls asleep outside, crying.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, Joel
The
comes out
senators
to
on
you
the yard.
and just wordlessly pulls his friend into a hug. Lets the 35-year-old senator cry it out, man. And
That's
you know, happens sometimes. Grown men, brotherhood.
Grown men be crying.
something. Okay, yeah.
Two dudes.
I have one conversation I want to have with my moms before, like.
Yeah,
we wrap
absolutely.
up.
They're freaking out cleaning up after the 18
I'd
goals.
say that this is after like most everyone's probably been settled, but it's like, it's not it's mom I threw up, but it's like that time frame. But she's gonna come in with like the diploma, and the letter that was on the diploma, the letter that the governor gave her, and the letter that Principal Vondel sent to the governor.
Yeah.
And so I want to come in and just be like, I stopped at the school, at the academy, because Principal Vondel sent this letter to the governor, and it's the one. And I wanted to walk in there and pretend like I had done a bad job so that I could hand Principal Vondel the good letter and just shove it in her face. I was gonna be mean about it. I was gonna pretend that I did a bad job. And now I don't know what happened.
Sweetheart, I don't always understand what it is that you do or did at that school. And maybe that's my fault that I don't really get it, and maybe I should try harder to get it, but no matter what some letter says from the governor or the principal or whatever, you have never done a bad job at anything. And even I don't know what a good monk thing and a bad monk thing is, but sweetheart, no matter what it is, you aren't bad at it. And this is your mother, Adelaide. This is your Emig
Yeah.
saying this. And you see that your other mom is not saying anything and staring down at the dish bowl. Give me an insight check.
Oh. That's a 9. I should stop rolling in this bowl.
Even with a 9, not good.
Yeah.
And you
Like,
see,
Not good as in directed at me, or not good as in directed at the principal or whatever. Or would I
I
not
don't
be
think
able to tell?
I don't think on a 9 you know that, but you know that for some reason your mother is upset. And you see that as your Emig is comforting you in that moment, your mom says, and all of this would have been fixed if you had just gone to wizard school. None of this would have happened. And she puts down the bowl and walks out of the room. And you see that, like, your Emig goes, Cecilia! And, like, starts to go after her, but then she stops and comes back to you. Sweetheart, she didn't mean that.
She did.
I don't... Honey.
But I mean, I don't mean it in a bad way, but none of this would have happened if I went to wizard school. If I went to wizard school, something else would have happened. And I don't know what that is. And I don't think we will ever know.
I think you made the right choice by not doing what me or your mom or your brother or your sister did. You have to do what you want to do, what you're good at, what you're passionate about. I'm sorry that she doesn't understand that. It's not right. She's angry, but she doesn't mean that. She's mad at the principal and the paladins and everything going on. She's not mad at you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna leave these with you. And she leaves all the stuff. And she goes to bed.
Cut from that scene. Anything else that anyone wants to do before we go to bed? Yeah, Cyrus.
I just want you guys to know that Cyrus is currently in a corner, passed out, with a bottle of whatever alcohol the
elven wine
they had.
The elven wine.
She's like surrounded by these random fascinating things called books. And you like heard her like talking to herself and like mumbling and talking to her new trophy and giving it a little shine, and then she just like completely folds over on herself and like onto the floor.
Theo passes that on the way back to her room where the sleepover's happening. She's like, I think Cyrus like is losing her mind.
Yeah, totally.
Bart, you might want to like do a wellness check tomorrow.
Yeah, she's probably fine.
I think something's getting to her head.
It happens. She just feels really good about herself, and I'm not about to take that away from her.
I mean, yeah, but she's being kind of weird about it in the corner of my living room.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna tell her to stop, so
I don't want to tell her to stop either.
then we should just let her do what she wants.
Yeah, we'll check on her. You can check on her in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yana just sitting and listening to them talk.
Yeah. Bart and Theo having this conversation. Rory's probably like, and
Yeah, Rory is like,
Kiana's submerged.
You just see the eyes pop out
Yeah.
of the water.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
into the wee hours of the morning doing each other's nails. And
We're playing like Scrabble.
Rory being so normal around her celebrity crush.
Yeah.
Everyone can go ahead and take a long rest as the next day begins of the second day of Mistwood. This means that you can refill your HP and you can replenish all your spell slots. That's where we're going to end this session.
Yeah.
Josie has valiantly volunteered to do our YouTube outro and our fake ad. Take it away, Josie.
Is this thing on? Hello? Name's Cyrus. So, I was made to do one of these things, so, well, I don't really care, but today we are sponsored by the Clerics of the Eternal Sun. We are here for you. Join us today. Follow the path of enlightenment. Joel? What the hell is this crap? Joel?
Read it. And then, yeah, our YouTube outro.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. This is always so much fun. We appreciate all of the love you send to our channel. Please make sure to like and subscribe. It is very supportive to see all the people that love us having fun. Well, in that case, I guess that we will see you next time. Make sure to ring that bell to know whenever the next one comes out. All right. Peace out.